Boy, hello everybody. Welcome in to Doronko Wanko. Doronko Wanko. I haven't heard of this one before, but we're trying out this game because it looks quite cute, especially after that frightful game that we played yesterday. That was quite heavy, a very, very heavy and emotional game with topics that are hard to digest. But we are here as a Pomeranian little pup, Wanko, which is like a yapper, a little yapper. One being the noise that these little dogs make, like one is an onomatopoeia in Japan, whereas ours is what, bow wow or woof woof. But one is the onomatopoeia in Japan, and ko being I guess like this kid or this little one. So this little yapper basically, wanko. However, I don't know what Doronko means. So if anybody knows what the Doronko is, then please let me know. But yeah, it is made by Bandai Namco and is completely free. It is free on Steam, so if you guys want to give this a go, please do. The music already is so bloody fantastic. I'm absolutely loving it. But yeah, we are going to head right into it. And of course, guys, look, iPad fucking died, so I can't see comments or anything like that. I've got my phone out, and hopefully it will help. No guarantees though, so if I do miss some of your lovely comments, then I apologize. I am so sorry. But we're gonna jump right into Doronko Wanko. So click to start. Boop, just like that. Is it oh snap! Oh shit! It's all in Japanese. Oh my god. Ow! Dang! Hello, cowboy. Welcome in, mate. Welcome in. We're playing Doronko Wanko, and we just started. Look how jiggly he is. However, I don't understand. Oh my god. No, we can do this. The first one says continue. New game. Okay. New game's this one here. And then we've got, I don't know, G something. I'm not sure. Option. Option. Okay, so that's option. Let's go to options then. Hello, Jess. How are we doing? Great to see you. Great to see you as well. Great to see both of you guys. We are playing Doronko Wanko. However, now that I've started it up, it's all in Japanese. But we're going to get through this. So this option, this one says option. So if we go to options, I'm sure we can change it. Background music, I'm guessing is this one. Oh my god, I am I'm having difficulties here. Background music, SE, I don't know. Sound effect maybe? And then I don't know what any of these ones are. Bebio? How do I'm clicking on it, but it's not. Oh, I need to press maybe E, maybe? Maybe that's what I gotta do. Oh, look at that. Okay, so this gives me resolution. Oh, brilliant. Okay, so if I... Oh, here you go. Full screen. Wait, does this make a difference to you guys? Can you see the varying qualities? So if I did this, so this is 1024, and this is full screen. Does this look better to you guys? I don't know if it looks better or worse for you guys, but let me know. So this is 1024, and this is full screen. I don't know if it makes a difference or not for you guys, but if I'm on this, I can kind of see your comments-ish. But maybe I'll leave on full screen if it looks better. And on. This one just says on, except I don't know kanji. I don't... Ooh, I know this kanji though. This one's called Nihongo. Nihongo is Japanese. So this must be the language. Okay, this must be language. Oh my god. You don't see the change? You barely notice anything? Okay, cool. So maybe I'll just, I will put it to maybe 10, 24. Maybe I'll put it on this. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So now I can see your beautiful, beautiful comments. But yeah, awesome. I'll leave it on this one while I probably do this. Is this language? English! Ah! We did it! We did it! Oh my god, we did it! I knew Duolingo wouldn't fail me. We got it to English. Oh my god, we got it to English, people. Nice. Oh, okay. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, thank goodness. I was afraid there that everything here was in Japanese the whole time, but we did it, people. We bloody did it. Oh, okay. We got controls. WASD, shift, jump, action, put off, pom emote. Oh, like emote, but because I'm a Pomeranian. Okay, I got it. Rub, splash, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, I hope it'll tell us how to play the game. Oh, I was right. New game and continue. That was badge list. I see. Well, since there's a new game, a really cute little game, let's go right into it, shall we? Ooh. Pomodeli? Pomeranian delivery. Is that my family? New house. Ah, brilliant. We got ourselves a new house. 1 week later. Okay. What happens after a week? We finish unpacking, is that right? Ah, is that our owner? No party? No partying? What? So the rest of the family went off to not go party? Is that what's going on? And oh, maybe that's us. Maybe that's us. Oh no, maybe this is us. Yep. Oh my god! Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god. How to splash. Okay, so use the mouse button, because I'm playing on mouse, by the way, to splash the dirt, and this button to cover myself in dirt. Oh, okay. Okay. I can... Oh, this is controller. Hang on. Oh, here we go. Right, so that's splash, and that's the rub inside mud. Zoom in, zoom out. That's the camera. Got it. Move, dash, jump, action, put off, and emote. Ooh, okay, all right. I think I got it. What is put off, though? What is put off? That's what I want to know. Way to the secret room. Find the hidden painting. Collect all the paintings to open the door. So is that my objective? I need to get to a secret room. This isn't like some kind of horror game or anything, is it? I hope not. Ooh. Am I starting the game? I hope I am. I'm quite laggy. Oh, wow. This actually looks pretty dang good, guys. Whoa. This game looks amazing. Oh, my God. I'm tracking mud everywhere. I got myself a little achievement. Look at me. Oh, my God. Wait, is that our owner? Can I? Oh, my God. I'm jumping. Whee! Oh, my God. Oh, I got 20 bucks as a doggy. Oh, now jump. Can I wake the owner up? Excuse me. Something to eat. What does that mean? You need to play Can Your Pet. Oh, hello, Kev. Welcome in. And what is that one? Can Your Pet? I've never heard of that one. Can Your Pet? Is it some kind of doggy game, maybe? Interact. Okay. It's a Roomba. Wait. Do we need the Roomba? Wait, is it a quick online pet game? Oh, no, I've never heard of that one before, mate. Never heard of that one. Okay, yeah. If it's free, I'll give it a go. I will give it a go. Has little Nintendo vibes? This game? Yeah, right? How do I... Oh my God, I'm on top of it. Oh my God. Is it going to clean up the mess? No, it's not. It is not cleaning up the mess. Okay, well, let me just... get over here so I can stop you. Okay, I can't stop it. Can I go ahead? Oh my God, look how dirty I am. I'm so dirty. Feel the floor, baby. Ah! Fuck all of your shit. Oh my God. Oh, wow, I'm getting money from dirtying this place. Really? Okay. Can I dirty the owner? Wait, there was a... I could splash, right? Oh my god, I'm splashing everywhere. Splash, splash, splash. Oh my god, shake my butt. Shake that ass for me. Shake that ass for me. Come on now, shake that ass for me. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, I'm getting so much achievement. Make the living room dirty. Hell yeah, I've been making this shit dirty. Whoa. What is that? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, what is that? Okay. New. Can I... Let me just jump on top. Interact. What is this? Fan. It's a fan. Can I... Oh, look at that. Oh, the fan is... Oh. There was a secret painting up there. And the fan helped me fan all of my mud all the way up here. Oh, that's brilliant. That's great. That's great. Nice. Ah. Fuck yo couch. Fuck yo couch. Oh, man. I gotta say, look at the reflection on this TV, though. Look at that beautiful, magnificent screen. Fuck your screen. I'm gonna wipe all this doo-doo all over it. Oh, wipe doo-doo. Oh my god. She is asleep right now, and she has no idea what the fuck's going on. How did all of this mud get trekked in, though? It doesn't make sense for all of this mud to be here. Like, obviously, I had like a little bit of mud here and there, right? But it doesn't produce more mud. It shouldn't produce more mud. Oh, hello. Another secret painting. I didn't realize there was one here. Nice. 7,700. Is this like damages, guys? Is this like the amount of damage we've done? Ooh, I do want that thing. Do you see that up there? How do I get up there? I probably need to jump on top of this here. Yes, yes. Oh my god, she's gonna get so dirty. You're gonna get so fucking dirty, bitch. You're gonna get so goddamn dirty. Yeah, get this dirt all over you. Yeah. Oh my god. How has she not woken up yet? How has she not woken up? Oh, I got some new shit. Okay, what is this though? Hold. What's this wheel used for? I don't know. How do I... Do I do something with this? I'm just holding it in my mouth though. Oh. Oh my god, look at me turning. This is fucking cute. Let me zoom in. Oh my god. Look how absolutely precious I am. You can't stay mad at this. You can't stay mad at this. Oh my god. Alright, let's see. I can palm emote. What is this? Oh. Let me do that one more time. Oh, it does different reactions. Oh my goodness. Best game. Best game. Oh my god. I am having an absolute blast, guys. This is so dang cute. Why is it so dang cute? Oh, it has no right to be this damn cute. Okay, well, fuck your fruits. Oh, actually, I can grab your fruit. Can I eat a fruit? Exploding tomato. Total damage 10,000. We're doing damage. That's what we're doing. Hang on. Hold orange. Oh my god. Yes. Eat, 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 eat all of that stuff. Eat it. Eat it. Eat the apple. How do I eat the apple? Oh, god damn, it doesn't let me eat the apple. Oh my god. I gotta say, this is therapeutic. This feels fucking therapeutic. Ooh, what is that? What kind of painting? It reminds me of something. It reminds me of a different painting, though. Am I supposed to get on top of that painting? Oh, do I need to cover every single inch of this place in nothing but poopy? Because I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll cover it all in poopy. Ooh, secret. Secret, baby. Nice. Nice. All right. And there was something that we unlocked before as well. We definitely unlocked some... Ooh, what is this? Can I use this? Am I shaking something? Shake, 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 shake. Ah, damn. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this, though. I have no clue. I know something dropped, by the way. Is it this? Yes, it's this. I can put on. Oh my god. It says pommet. Can I also put... I've got a pot! Yes! Ah! little beehole. Oh, oh, this is fucking precious, guys. This is absolutely amazing. Oh my god, this is amazing. I need more poopy. I need more poopy. All right, housewarming party that way. Is it the Mona Lisa but with a Pomeranian on top? That is funny. Oh, hello. There's a door in there. May I go inside? Can I go inside? Is it okay if I go inside? There seems to be a little sparkly spot over here, so I'm going to go ahead and just shake, 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 shake. Yes! 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 Yes, baby! Hang on, can I open? Open door. Open door! Aw. Damn it, I can't open it. At least not yet, but that's okay. You know what? That's totally fine. We'll get back to that. We haven't even seen upstairs yet. Let's try upstairs, baby. Let's give upstairs a little bit of a go. My siblings' room. Gosh darn. Look at this place. These guys are rich. Oh my god, these guys are fucking rich. Oh my god. Can I hold this shark? I got a shark, baby. I've got a flippin' shark. Fuck your house, bitch! Fuck your house! Shake, 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 shake. Oh boy. Can you imagine having a place like this? Wait! Do you guys remember this? We had that in our mouth before. This thing, this frisbee, right? Oh, where did we put it? Hang on, because that looks like wheels. That looks like wheels. It does look like wheels. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and poop myself up. And then, I'm going to go down to find where that... Oh, it's all the way back up here. What the fuck? Where'd my owner go? Oh, shit. Where did she go? Where'd my owner go? She was sleeping right here before. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Now I can't get up here. No. Let me up. Let me up. Yes. No. Fuck. Oh, man. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to get up. All right. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, nice. Okay, so now we've got ourselves one of these wheels. Can we... We've got... Excellent. We've got another wheel on. 2 wheels left. Nice. 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 Where did our owner go, though? We got to find our owner. Oh, wow. Look at the absolute pigsty that we've rendered upon this place. This place is fucked. Is this the exit? I can't get out here. Ooh, hello. Sunglasses and... Ah! I'm Luffy, yo! Oh. Yo! Oh my god, this is great. This is so goddamn good. Fuck everything here. Straight up, just make a mess out of everything. Can I just knock everything over? Is that cool? May I do that? Is it okay if I go do that? Oh. Woo! Got myself a new wheel. New wheel, baby. New bloody wheel. Nice. Ah, tip all that stuff over. Tip it all over, baby. We don't need none of this stuff. Have you guys ever gotten a dog before? Oh, actually, have you guys got a dog? And if so, has it ever made this much, maybe not this much of a mess, but has it ever made like a mess in your home? Basement living room? Oh, hello. There's a little thing over here. Let me just go ahead and waggle my tail all over. 5 out of 12. 5 out of 12 stickers. Brilliant, baby. Brilliant. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Fuck. Oh my god. Wow, there's a new... There's our owner. Wait, what is this? What is this? What is this? It looks like a... Like a summoning circle, almost? Oh, hang on a second. Well, let me just go ahead and... Oh, it is! What's this circle? What is that circle? Are they into the occult, perhaps? Are they really into the occult? Alright, well, you know what? Let me just go right over here. I see a little twinkly, sparkly spot, so... Yes! Nice, nice, nice. Why not turn that on? Not like it'll make a difference. Oh, were you designing a car, lovely? Is that what we're doing? God, this place is rich as hell, but still, if you're designing a car like this, You know what? I think I can add a few finishing touches right on this, baby. Yes, yes. Get poop all over your work. What a catastrophe. Oh my god. I'm getting rewarded for fucking shit up. Is that an elephant hat? May I put it on? Can I have it? Hold. Oh my god, I got your books, baby. I got your books. Oh, I'm just inside all your drawers, on your iMac, on everything. Hang on a second. I know where you are. I see where you are. I'm coming to give you some love. Here you go. Wiggle waggle, wiggle waggle, wiggle waggle. Oh, how is she still asleep? Hey, I brought you a book to read. Here's a book. And I'm gonna just go ahead and... Yeah! Oh my god, look at me. Look how cute we are. Can I rub all over her? Can I go on your face and rub? Oh, is she waking up? Oh, you're about to wake up now. You are gonna wake up now. Oh my god, wow, she must be really tired. Wow, she didn't even take off her shoes, or... Is that shoes or is that my mud? I can't tell if it's my own shoes or mud. Oh yeah, that's right. You're gonna get... I guess having a dog, maybe you'll be a heavier sleeper, perhaps. Wow. Yeah, it's all... I mean, you can't really get it on your head no more because it's already so brown. Oh my god. She's gonna be furious.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and splash all over the place. Look how wet and gelatin everything looks. Oh, mother, you're gonna have a great time.
Ooh, hello, a record player. May I? Can I press? Ooh, more cash. Da, 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 da. Nice, we got some more shit. Brilliant. How do I use item? Can I use it? Champagne time. Is there a way to use it? I don't know if there was a way to use it or not. I can only shake. I can only rub. Emote? Oh my god. It's too cute. It's way too cute. Alright, drop the champagne bottle. Yeah, they're really into some occult shit right now. I can see it. Hello. Wine cellar. Has any of you guys got yourselves a wine cellar, huh? Is that something you guys have? Ooh. Yes! Another secret, baby. Oh, I see. Okay, I see something up over there. That green thing. But I also see this wheel. I need that wheel. I need it. I gotta have it. But how do I get up there? There's gotta be a way up there. Let's try. Let's try this way. Up we get. Kitchen. Oh, this is where we started, in the kitchen. Okay. Well, first things first, I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Interact. Nice. And, oh my god, there's even this. Put on. Oh my god. Ah! I'm a little Pomeranian elephant and I'm spewing... Is it water? Is it paint? I don't know what this is. Whatever it is, it's blue everywhere. I am spraying blue absolutely everywhere. Hold on to that and interact. All aboard. Yes, please. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. Wow, who the fuck is rich enough for this? I'm getting so many achievements right now. So goddamn many achievements. This is insane. What? I see escape over there. Are we supposed to go over there, perhaps? Shake, 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 shake. I'm gonna shake it all off. Gonna go and shake it all off. Now, this elephant hat is brilliant. It's just passive paint everywhere. Okay, let's go. Oh, whoa, hang on a second. What the fuck? What? How'd she get here? Wait, how did she get here? I thought she was in bed. What the fuck? Hang on a second. What the fuck? How did she get here? Weird. And there's so much shit here too. Okay. How do I open this? Let me open this. Or maybe I can't. Hold. Oh? Oh, look at these. Wow, what an absolute bloody mess this is. colorful balloons. Brilliant. Hold one of these. Oh, they just explode, huh? They bloody explode. Whoa! I got myself like a little, a ghosty pal. A little ghosty pal. And sunnies. Oh my god, no. I want the ghosty pal instead. I want the ghost. Yes. Well, we're breezing through this. Oh my god. Wow. Are we actually going to finish this? We might actually finish this game. Oh god, I got to find something else, guys. I got to find another game after this then. Alright. Splash, 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 splash. Did we already do this one? I believe we did. I believe we have. Okay, I just want to open that secret door wherever it is. Wherever it is. I wonder if I can turn on that fan and then I can just go ahead and blast shit everywhere. I'm going to try to... No! Ah, god. How did I not break my own legs? How? Ooh, hello. What is this? Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh, this is... I gotta say, the whale one is even better. I gotta say, the whale one is better. Oh, wow. I'm blue. I'm blue. Yeah, baby. So vintage. Okay, I do see a little thing over here. Let me go ahead and interact with that. Did that do anything? Did that open the wine cellar or something, perhaps? Do not press... Oh! Oh, shit. Okay. Well, we kind of just fucked up all the wine. It's all gone now. It's all ruddy bloody gone. Oh, man, that's really, really bad, yo. That's super, super bad. Shit. 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 But I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's okay. All right, you know what? Urgh. Fuck your wine. More fans. Nice. 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 It still doesn't tell me how I can get up there, though. There's got to be a way up. Okay, I think I know the way. I think I know the way. What we got to do is make ourselves up here. Oh, see, what I'm thinking is I need to go across these wine racks. Can I interact with this, maybe? Or this? Oh my god, I don't even know what this is, but I want it. Fuck all of these wines, baby. Fuck it all. Okay, I need to get up there, but how? Ah, oh, damn it! It's really hard. Can I climb on top of maybe these ones? No. There must be a way. There must be a way. I'm taking a look around. Oh, hang on. Wait a second. There's definitely... Oh, I see. Okay, I know how to get there now. I know exactly how to get there. All right. Bear with me, guys. I think I know exactly how to get up there. Ooh. Edible mud? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, man. I'm a slippery little guy. I'm a slippery little guy. Okay, it's down over here, right? Down I get. Yes! 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 Urgh. Nice, 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 nice. Alright. Oh, brilliant. Just go ahead and fuck all that shit up. Just gonna go ahead and fuck all this shit up too. Yes! Awesome. And now, let's go ahead and press that special little button. What did that do? Huh? Oh my god! The whole place is wine! We've done property damage of over $100,000. Over $100,000. Oh, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. Okay, we still gotta find all the tiny little pieces of graffiti everywhere. Oh, okay, we need 2 more gates to... Oh, no, there was one right here. I just passed right past it. Nice! Oh, my God! Okay, there's still one more somewhere. There's still one more. Where could it be? Is it going to open this door, perhaps? I would love it if it would open that door. Is that soy sauce? May I have some soy sauce? I love soy sauce. Love soy sauce. In fact, I was watching this one YouTuber, and it was him, I guess, making a lot of sashimi kind of food, and they all look bloody amazing. It got me really hungry. I was watching that at like 3 a.m. at night, and I thought to myself, man, I gotta have it. What is this? Put on. What? Oh! It's a cannon. Oh, it passively just... Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah, it just passively destroys shit. Look at that. That's great. Oh, that's brilliant. I love it. I love it so much already. But we still got to find wherever that last goal is. Where could it be? Keep your eyes peeled, guys. It could be anywhere. Could be ruddy bloody anywhere. Alright, let me just go ahead. On this TV? Fuck your TV. Yes! There's a little dog paw on it. A big ass dog paw. Okay, up we get. Let me up. Let me up, baby. Let me up. Uh-huh. Oh gosh, look at me. I'm teal now. I'm teal. Yes! There's got to be a way to turn that fan on. I feel like there must be some way to turn it on. Can I get out here, perhaps? Oh, boy. Outside looks so good, though. So good. Oh, this Pommy, though. This Pommy is definitely a indoor pet. I don't know where it is, though. I honestly don't know where that last one is. And I gotta find it, though. I gotta find it in order to get to the next game itself. But where could it be? Where could it ruddy bloody be? We gotta find it. I know there's this room here. Oh, what the? Oh, more Roombas? I know where that place is. That's just up here. What do they do? Can I see the Roombas? New. Okay. Use. 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 And use. They don't seem to be doing anything, though. Yeah, they really don't seem to be doing anything, these Roombas. Huh. Alright, but we still gotta find it, baby. Still gotta find it. Oh! Wow, this lady is so tired, but she keeps meandering all around. Oh god, am I stuck? I can't. Ugh. There we go. I'm gonna shoot her in the head. With this cannon. Blow! Oh. It is such a precious game, honestly. I am loving it so far. Hate caffeine. What about this? It's just a hot pot. No, we don't need that hot pot. We've done this one. Any more? God, this last sparkly spot, though. This last sparkly spot is getting really hard to find. It's really hard to find. Yeah, the dirty sink. Clogs pipes, yo. We're getting all the clog pipes. Clog fucking pipes. Nice. Alright. Now, where else could it be? Could it be over here, perhaps? Or maybe there's a secret door over here. This looks like a secret door. But it ain't. It's not. It's nowhere to be found. Where? Oh my god. But I am having a good time. Just running around like a wild chook. Oh, hello. There is one over here. No, we've already done that one, haven't we? We've done this one and the ground. Where the hell could it be? Where the hell's the last goal? Gotta find that last goal. Alright, we haven't really explored upstairs too much, right? So perhaps it's up over here. What a fucking mess. We've done $150,000 dollars of property damage, which is insane. Alright, let me go ahead and tip over that box. Yes! Tip over the box. Oh my god, yes! All of these things. Pop them all. Pop and all. Whoa! Is that a Gatling gun? Did they just reward me with a bloody Gatling gun? Because, yes please. I would love nothing more than a fucking Gatling gun. Oh, that would be so dang cool. Alright, let me just wash off all this paint on me. There we go. There we go. Ooh, okay. And I do see a fan over here. Is this what I need to activate for the last one? Oh, it is! We got the last one! Housewarming! Oh, we did it, people. That's the end of the game, is it? But I do want to get that Gatling gun first. Give me the Gatling gun. I gotta have the Gatling gun. You're kidding me, right? I gotta have it. I gotta have it. Imagine having a little nest here for your own bed. That's super cute. I like it a lot. I love it, in fact. How do I go down? How do I go downstairs? Perhaps down over here. Yes, wine. Back into the wine cellar. Back into the ruddy bloody wine cellar. And give me this. What is it? What exactly is this? Put on. Oh, it's a gas mask. And give me. Oh my god! I've got... Not only do I have a cannon, I've also got a Gatling gun. Oh my god. Who's a dirty boy? Who's that dirty, dirty boy? Oh my god, let's go straight to the party area. I've got to go to the party area. Let's go to the party. Let's all go to the party. Let's all go to the party. Go to the party room. Oh my god, yes, right over here. Oh, I'm sorry. Did that Mona Lisa cost you a fortune? Or maybe this one? Or maybe this? Let me in. Oh my god! House home warming party. Look at this. Visited all the rooms. Oh, there's a trophy for me right there too. They've got hamburgers, Chardonnay, and is that a cake? Did I just eat a little bit? Congratulations. Oh! That was a really short game. Yes! Doronko Wanko. Oh my god, that was a super short game, guys. Really short game. Oh boy, okay, we gotta find another game right now, guys. We gotta find another bloody game right now, because that was a lot of fun. That only took like less than 40 minutes. Less than 40 minutes though. I hope you guys enjoyed that, because I had so much fun with that. That was so much fun. My goodness. I'm just gonna keep shaking my ass. Shake my ass, shaking this ass. Go ahead and shake that ass. Endo Shinichi. Chikushi Reo. Yu Chen Zhang. Oh wow. Man, bloody brilliant work to all these people. Is this based off a real life experience perhaps? Someone had a Pomeranian of their own that made $150,000 in damages. Oh yeah, the Gatling gun. Oh, I can't take it though. I can't have it. Oh gosh. I can't believe that owner didn't even wake up the entire time. Didn't even wake up. Unbelievable. Oh, what an absolute mess this was. Look at all the stuff that we could have gotten. A pirate hat as well. That would be nice. Special thanks. Project hat. Project swing. Ah. Okay. I feel like I'm almost out of mud. Invoice. Please be advised that your payment is listed below. This is what happens when you leave a lonely pom alone. Floor cleaning costs $29,000. Small goods repair costs at $41,000. Oh, $28K for furniture, $38K for wine, $4.4K for the appliance repairs. Train-shaped toy repair was $20,000. Artworks, $20,000. The amount, $182,802. My goodness, guys. Wow. If you guys can beat that score, please post it on the Discord so I can see it. Please make your payment by the deadline. Brilliant. Brilliant. Absolute brilliant. Is it oh, I pressed next. Did it not? No? Oh, here we go. Oh no, they came back home. What a mess. Thank you for playing. Oh, something appeared in the house. Let's enter the game from continue. Something appeared in the house? Press the return to the title screen with the collected badges. Okay. Well, I kind of want to see what that is, though. I gotta know what that is. Doronko Wanko. Oh my god. So what do we need to do? We need to press continue in order to find out what that is. I'm curious though. I am curious, so I gotta know what it is. What is it? Is it just these? I don't know what. Maybe everything is unlocked now? Oh gosh. Ah, brilliant. I got myself a trophy on the head. Trophy for the head, baby. Trophy for the head. Trophy for the mother flipping head. Shark head, maybe? Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Look how absolutely precious we are. Yeah, no, that is so good. And I can have the cup as well. Oh, what the? Oh, the cup just makes huge fucking blotches everywhere. That is insane. Well, then I want probably this. There we go. Oh, yeah, this is a right mess. This is what that is. Damn, we're covering so much ground now. So much fucking ground. Holy cow, nah, fuck everything. Everything is dunzo. It's all fucking dunzo. Oh my god. Alright, well, that has got to be that. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, that was Doronko Wanko. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're going to be doing something entirely new now. So let's go ahead and exit the game. That was so much fun. Alright, give me one quick second. We're going to go on a quick intermission, and then we'll be back with some more games. Until then, guys, give me one quick sec. Pairing cocks right now?
Mine is bigger.
It's nothing compared to my Tic Tac, guys.
Or eating my health.
No, mine's the biggest. Oh, praise back.
Another beautiful day in VR chat. Let's see. What should we do today? Oh, you know what? Oh, I'm looking lovely as usual, but you know, this looks nice. Oh, would you look at this? Oh, look how sassy I am. My goodness. Oh, this is top notch. This is top notch right here. Oh, that is thick. But you know what? You know what? You can't just stay indoors simping on hot bitches all the time. You gotta get out there, you know? I know that the quarantine's still in effect. We're still on stage 4, but you know, I'm going insane here. It's time to actually go outside. Hey, knock knock, mate. Just wanted to come visit ya. I know you're self-isolating and everything, but nom 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 nom. Perfect. Yeah. Let's go find our mates. We don't need none of this quarantine. Hey, how's it going? I just kind of want to lick your toes. I got that fetish, you know? Got that fetish for ethos. Come on, just a little lick. Oh, I know exactly where you are, because I saw this before. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, damn, I lost her. Friends, where are ya? I just want some company. I've been so lonely these past few months. Self-isolating. I found a friend. Oh, you! Yes, you! Come here. I promise I don't cough that much. Oh, what the f***? Where'd you go? No, please, don't self-isolate without me. I keep losing the thoughts. What is wrong with me? Why don't they love me? I just don't understand. Oh, no. Delicious. Delicious ethos. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Oh, yep, I see him down there. Good on him. Good on him for self-isolation. Well done, mate. Well done. Oh, hello there. Just wanna spread a bit of COVID, you know.
No, thank you. I have a mask.
I don't really. Can you bring me a mask? I just need a little bit of a mask, please. I swear, it's just a cold.
I can't.
It's just a little bit of a cold. Come on, I'm so lonely, man. I'm just so lonely.
I am allergic to cold.
Oh, hey, you've joined us.
Nothing to see.
Look, COVID's not so bad, right?
Yeah.
COVID's totally... Alrighty, let's go ahead and see if this is working. Alright, let me go ahead and just see. Yep, brilliant. Now, god damn, this is loud. Wow, this is so loud. Oh, this is loud. Alright, let's go ahead and go onto sound and make sure that everything is all the way down. Nice and quiet. All right, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. I like that. Alrighty. We are playing this game. Now, I had this one on the back burner just in case we did finish Doronko Wanko fast. And boy, oh boy, did we actually really finish that fast. I didn't believe we would finish that so fast. But Age of Darkness. This is a game where you need to survive the night because there are horrible, horrible bloody monsters everywhere. But I do want to show you guys how fast this game can be. So let's go for easy because I want to try to at least get this done within 1 hour. Oh, yeah, we only got 1 hour and 14 minutes left. Oh my goodness, there's really not much time for me to do it. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and do that then. Let's choose maybe this character. Basically what this game is, there are monsters roaming the world, and every night they will come to your base and ravage you, absolutely tear your butthole apart. So what you want to do is you want to make an army. You got to build walls. You got to build towers in order to get rid of these little monsters every single night. And I'm going to try to finish it as fast as I can. Man, these games, though, they take absolutely hours and hours and hours. However, I do want to show you guys exactly how this game works. Just in case you guys want to try the game sometime or anything like that. Because it is coming out... it's still in early access, but it's already out. However, there is a multiplayer that is coming out very, very soon. So if you guys think this is your cup of tea, let me know and maybe give it a pick up because for me, I think it's a very interesting game. It's not something that I would usually stream though. Usually I'd stream stuff that elicits some kind of reaction. But for now, I think it's okay. I think it's good. I think it's Gucci. All right.
I shall lead.
I shall lead. Will you now? All right, well, I guess we will.
Your Grace?
So these little monsters are absolutely
Undoubtedly.
everywhere. So that's what we got to do. We got to go ahead and clean them up. Make this a livable kingdom for all our peasants and peons. We can also get some stuff like this. Farms, farms, farms. Gotta have the farms. Farms will provide food for the populace, and the more farms we have, the more population we can sustain, which means that we can build more huts for more people. People will be birthed more, and more people means more army as well. So it's all good. It's all Gucci. Point of interest. Oh boy, nice. I'm not ready for that though. Those guys are hard right now, so I'm just going to go ahead right over here. Boop, 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 boop. Make sure that everything is dying appropriately. Ooh. Okay, I need wood right now is what I need. I'm going to need some goddamn wood. So, we're going to go ahead and grab a lumberyard. And I'll place it over here. If I was to place the lumberyard right next to maybe this place. See how it's doing? It's giving us 11 food. If I was to put it right there, it goes lower to 10 food because it's in the way. It is in the way.
What now?
And we don't want it to be in the way. Awesome. Making ourselves a lumberyard now. Making sure that this place is habitable. So let's get rid of all these crawlers, I believe they are. Alright. Get rid of all of them.
As long as you pay.
Nice, nice, nice. And we've got our little hero here. Alice, the queen of nothing.
Me.
I love the voice acting. I wonder where they got these voice actors from because they are absolutely brilliant, guys. Absolutely brilliant. Ooh. Let's take a look at what else we can build at the moment. Resources, resource. No, I definitely need a lot more people at the lumberyard. I need more lumber.
My cup's
I gotta
almost
have more
empty.
lumber. I don't think there is like a region in where I can not expand to, but let's see. Decent. No, I want a bountiful area. I want bountiful leaves. I want a place where I can just harvest non-stop all day, every day. But gosh, these guys are harvesting wood so dang slowly. But it's fine. And I'm maxed out on money right now. I'm maxed out. I just got to build more lumber yards is what I got to do. Lumber. Decent. But not the best. Damn it. Bountiful. That looks good. Let's go ahead and pop that right there.
Your Grace?
Nice. Now we're getting more lumber, meaning that we can get more dwellings. More dwellings for our people. Night approaches. Nightmare
cup's
strength and
almost
exploration
empty.
rewards increase at night. So right now it's nighttime, unfortunately. That means those little buggers are going to be coming around towards me, towards my base, and try to fuck everything up. And that's something that we can't allow. So I'm going to split my forces right now. There we go. Split my forces. A couple over here, a couple over there. Make sure that we're all okay. And I'll send my hero out in the middle of the night to go ahead and kill some shit, while these guys stay and defend their home, their birthright. Alright, excellent. And now I can also make one of these babies. Get some stone. Get some goddamn stone.
You dare question me?
You dare question me.
Oh, there?
Oh boy. It's feeling a
That's
little bit laggy.
mine.
Oh boy, nope. That's a bit too hard for me. They will absolutely destroy my anus if I was there. So let's not try them as of
As I
yet.
planned.
However, all these little guys, I think I can kill them. Maybe. Oh gosh, I am taking quite a bit of damage. Yikes. Oh, we do have a little bit of cleave damage. However, we are dying, unfortunately. Oh boy, wow, they are doing quite a lot of damage to me.
I'm 2 steps ahead of you.
Yee. Makes ourselves another little quarry right about here. That sounds pretty
I
good.
shall lead.
Nice. Oh, I need more population. Birth, people! Birth yourselves!
As I command.
And I'm probably going to need some more wood. So I got to scout out some more woods
With me.
for me to put my lumber yards at. Because if I can do that, now I'll get more lumber, which means I can go ahead and build more shit. It's all about expansion, guys. It's all about expanding. That's all it is. Speaking of which, I should probably put my hero
cup's
here
almost
so I can
empty.
see. There we go. And a food hut. Where can we put it? Let's pop one right over there. Nice. Nice. We need more lumber, so let's pop that down over there. Oh, this is good. This is giving me 28 flippin' wood each time. Way better than this 19. Oh, so bloody good.
Question me.
What else can we make? We need more dwellings because we need more people. We need a lot more people, actually. So much more people. But I don't want to block the area.
Good choice.
Alright, make sure that all my guys can see everywhere, at least. Food hut, lumberyard. Low lumber here. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, I'm maxed out on cash too. Daybreak approaches. Nice. Good. We gotta have some good sun on our side. Go ahead and pop a farm over there. Nice. We need more dwellings though. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more dwellings. Otherwise we are boned. Pop a dwelling over there. And where else? Where else can we go ahead and pop a dwelling? I don't want to use up too much space, you know? Don't want to do that. So let's pop that there. And maybe another one over there. Nice. Oh, gosh. Okay. Shit. I think I went down on one lumber on there. But that's fine. That is totally fine. Lumber yard. Decent. 13 wood. 15 wood. I can get 15 wood here, which is nice. 15 wood is very nice. You know what? Let's do that. Let's pop that right there. So I can get as much wood as possible. Pop a food hut here. And then the rest can be nothing but dwellings. Awesome. Our little place is expanding little by
all
little, but it's fine.
anyway.
We still need an army though. And gosh, that needs $450 dues in order to get a training hall. But that's fine. I'm sure we can do it. We can also go ahead and upgrade our units too. Like, for example, we can make them have AoE. We can have them ignore horror, which happens at nighttime. So whenever the units go out at night, my goodness, they're horrified from what they see, because there's plenty of monsters out there. So many goddamn monsters. This only has 8 food. So if I put this here, it's still an 8 food. That's fine. Pop a few more dwellings over here. Nice. I'm gonna get so much more people. So much more people giving birth.
You mean your
Use our
grace.
hero. Actually, use these guys. Let's
me?
go out and explore, people. Explore this domain.
Everything.
Elite
On
nightmare
my
discovered.
terms.
Oh dear, that's not good. That's not good at all. Shit, one of our archers aggroed them. Fuck, I might be boned. I might be boned.
Undoubtedly.
Ooh, lucky. Oh, that axe guy hits hard. Hits ruddy bloody hard. Right then, we can now upgrade our shit. Nice. I don't ever want these things to be maxed
I'll
out,
show you
but
how it's done.
sometimes shit happens. Just happens.
Knives out.
Let's go.
Shh. I've been meaning to get myself like a new Mario game. I would love a Mario game. Those kind of games, very casual to play, very nice. I do want to. But
Got it.
Mario games just never come down on price. However, I did see what's happening in about 2 days. In about 2 days, I think Nintendo eShop is having a sale, or at least like the eShop cards. The eShop cards are going to have some sales, so hell yes. It's going to be so good. I'm going to get such a bargain on it. I'm going to get so many more games, so I hope you guys are ready for some more games here and there, because I definitely am. My body's ready, baby. My body's fucking ready.
I make the call.
Oof. Alright. Night is approaching, so let's go back home. Make sure that we are ready. Pop that there. Nice. Nice. We can build ourselves a small army and fuck everyone up. That would be nice.
Upgrade complete.
Upgrade complete. I don't know. What else do we need right now? We probably need... I did see a mithril vein over there, so I do want that.
You
That is very
mean
important.
Your grace.
You mean your grace?
There? That's mine.
Okay. Once this gets done, I can go ahead and produce a lot of people, a lot
As
more
I
soldiers.
command.
I do like this hero though, because I do get a little tiny loyal guard hero that follows them
I
around.
shall
It's like a
lead.
passive little guy that comes around, which is so dang good, so dang useful, honestly. Bloody useful. Wood workshop. Yes, and did I also mention yes? That is really good. Holy cow. Pop that right there. Awesome. We're going to get that wood workshop up, so that way we can get more technology, which means we can build more shit. So dang good. Nice. Train a few more soldiers. That would be lovely. Oh boy.
Ready.
Oh, nope. That was just one tiny guy that came to attack me at night, but we took care of him. We done took care of him. I need a quarry,
My
though. I
cup's
definitely need a
almost
quarry.
empty.
My cup's almost empty. She's so sassy. So
With me.
sassy. I love it. Love how sassy she is. Oh, yeah. Get rid of these guys as well. Hopefully my character won't die. I'm going to take my eyes off for a second. Just so that I can go ahead and make some more shit
Dare
around here.
Question me.
You dare question me? Oh boy.
You mean your grace?
You mean your grace? Your grace?
Our buildings are under
I'm
attack.
2
Oh god,
steps
no.
ahead of you.
Oh, they are attacking my shit. Little bastards, aren't they? Little shits. Everywhere. Well, I can repair my buildings with a touch of a
I
button, which is
shall
nice. Defend your queen. If I... Oh, if she... Oh my god, I am dying though. Fuck. I'm dying. Yikes. Ayla survives a fatal blow by sacrificing a loyal guard, healing her for 40% of the maximum health. Oh my god, I got
As I
so much
planned.
shit following me right now. Oh boy. Oh boy, yeah, there we go. Okay, we should be able to handle that tiny wave now. Now that I got some backup.
As I command.
Whew, okay. Nice, nice. We made it. We made it. Right then, let's go ahead and research some shit. Oh, this is very, very good. Very, very good. Go ahead and make something there. Yeah, we got to expand here. So we got to expand our base all the way out here
It's
now.
all mine
All the bloody way
anyway.
out here. This looks good too. Let's pop that in. Oh, gosh. Okay, this guy's hard. Hard as nails. Hard as ruddy bloody nails. Take care of these guys. Oh my god, there's quite a lot of them. At nighttime, they become so more devastatingly fast, I gotta say. They really just, like, come at you. Point of interest discovered. Really? Oh, I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. Yes, I do see it. Alright, let's go ahead and build some more
My
soldiers.
cup's almost empty.
My cup's almost empty. Oh, shit. There's a few dudes over here. Oh, he's looking at my shit.
Eviscerate them.
He's looking at my shit. Don't touch my shit. Do not touch my shit.
Oh,
There really is so dang many of them.
Mine.
Ready for action.
Ready for action. Ready for action.
For
Yeah, boy, I'm gonna need a lot more guys.
Research complete.
A lot more guys. Give me the boys. Give me the boys. I just need the boys. I do like my rogue as well. I've got one rogue over here that I start off with. Every attack that they do, or every kill they do, I think, they gain some money. They gain some money. Yeah,
As
just
I
like that.
command.
Give me that 3 delicious gold. Get rid of these guys. Nice, nice,
With
nice,
me.
nice, nice. Go ahead and get rid of these ones too. Awesome. I like how there's a lot of water here. I know these guys can't swim, so that's great for me.
Archer ready.
Archer ready. Archer ready. Yes. Oh,
I'm 2 steps ahead of
nice.
you.
There we go. That gets rid of them. Let's see now. I will need a farm. That'll be great to research. Because then I can get the tier 2 version of this food hut, which will give me a lot more food rations, which is great, which is so dang good. Where else can I build more of my dwellings, actually? I need a lot more places to put more dwellings. There we go. Pop those there. Put a couple of those guys here. So that way they can defend this area, just in case we do get overwhelmed by those little creatures. And I also need to get myself, where is it? A storehouse. Oh, but it's expensive. Oh boy, it's expensive, yeah. But we're gonna put one over here probably. Lumberyard. Let's take a quick look-see. Night approaches once again. Oh dear. Oh my. Oh my. Decent. 18. 18 wood I can get from here, which is nice. Yeah, why the fuck not? Let's put a lumberyard right here too. I feel like putting a storehouse over here,
Research complete.
which will be so dang good. Research complete. Nice, nice, nice. I'm filled up on a lot of stuff though. I am filled up.
Aye.
Aye, laddie.
Got something for me?
I love their voices. I'll say it again as always, but goddamn, it's bloody brilliant. It
Yes.
is bloody brilliant. Alrighty, so the farm takes a lot more space. However, it is quite bountiful over here. So let's go ahead and pop that right there. Oh boy, yeah, I see an elite enemy over there. I do not want to fuck with them. At least not yet. I'd rather not get my asshole torn apart. That would be not good for me. Okay, I can't put a farm there as of yet, but that's okay. It's fine. It's totally fine. I do need a lodge, so I'll go ahead and research that. Nice. Uh-oh, what's going on? Oh boy. Yeah, let's go ahead and fuck this guy up.
Get over here.
I make the call.
I make the call. Gosh, she sounds so royal. Like, I don't know what they said to their voice actor. They were just like, just be as smug as you can. Just be so fucking full of yourself that everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, this voice actor is so dang good. And they are good. They really are good. My goodness. Nice. Oh.
What?
Okay, one little guy over there. That's fine. That's fine. Storehouse. Ah, jeez, what now? I do like how they ping me when I'm getting attacked, though. I do need more upgrades. So once this is done, I should be able to upgrade all of my dwellings. So that way I can go ahead and make sure that we are doing okay. Doing fabulous. Pop a dwelling over there. That's some free space. I'll tell you what that is. That is free real estate right there. Nice, and that is finished up. 26. Pop that there. Nice. Yes. More free real estate over there. Brilliant. And now I can go ahead and make lodges. So what I'm going to do is upgrade some of these babies like so. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm going to get so many more people. Upgrade. Upgrade this. Did I also mention to... Oh, I don't have enough lumber. Not enough goddamn lumber now.
You mean your grace?
You mean your grace? Fishing port would be nice, actually. That'll give me some food, which would be great. Storehouse. Excellent. This is what I need. So let me just go ahead and pop one of these here. So I can get some vision. And I will go ahead and grab a storehouse. And with the storehouse, it's actually pretty good. It enables me to make sure that everything within this vicinity, like this rock quarry, this lumberyard, and also this keep over here, it enables me to make sure that they are at peak efficiency, which is super good. And it also makes my storehouses a lot bigger too, which is very nice.
Ready when you are.
It just makes sure that I can have maximum resources at all bloody times. Okay, refined workshop, please. Let's go ahead and research some of that. Research. And we want a fishing port. It needs 100 wood, but I'm only maxed out at 75. So until this storehouse comes up, then I can go ahead and make it bigger and nicer and more brilliant. For now, there's nothing really I need. Maybe some walls and shit. Actually, you know what? Right now, I probably need a lot more of these guys. Some pikemen would be great. They are quite expensive, but it's fine. They're worth it. They are worth it.
Ready for action.
Maybe she was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Okay. Let's take a look over on this side. Ooh, okay. I see a nice little area over there. So I'm going to go ahead and explore that. But I know that there's going to be some big dudes. Some real big dudes.
My cup's almost empty.
That's a lot of dudes. Oh, God, that's so many dudes.
You dare question me?
Shit, that's a lot of dudes, yo. That's a lot of dudes.
What now?
Oh, boy.
Research complete.
Oh, yeah, no, that one's hard.
Moving out.
Fuck. Ugh. Oh, that one does so much damage to my face. Oh, they do so much damage to my face. I'm going to need a lot more people, actually. I'm going to need everybody here.
Scouting ahead.
Because they're going to be coming to my base now. Are they?
Mean
Are they?
your grace?
Yeah, they are. Alright. Let's go ahead and fuck them up. Let's go ahead and fuck them all up. Hopefully this is enough of an army to get rid of them. Yeah. Oh my god, that one particular dude over here. Oh, that's inflicting horror all over me. Ooh, jeez.
On my
That does so much damage. That does so much fucking damage, though. Yuck. And those that are horrified right now, see that debuff on me? They can't heal. They don't have an automatic heal no more. So let's go ahead and get rid of all these guys first. There we go. Yep, kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all. Kill all of them. Fishing port. Can I put a fishing port? 25 is decent. No.
Ready for action.
Okay, there we go. 25.
Up for anything.
Ooh. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh!
Well, if you insist.
There's still one dude over here. Point of interest captured. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, let's all go back to base where the torches are. So that way we can
Precisely.
get rid of our horrified status. And then we should be okay, I want to say. Hopefully we'll be okay. What else can we build around here? We need to expand to this area. Now that we're all the way around over here,
Ready for action.
what I should do probably is make a ruddy bloody gate. Yeah, there we go. Let's make a gate right about here. That's fine. All right. Pop, 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 pop. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Nice, nice, nice. Get our army all the way back
What is
out
it?
over here again. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're attacking me. They be attacking me. Get these guys out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Stop trying to get into my place, yo. We don't need that. We don't need none of that. Oh, shit. Hang on. Sorry, give me one quick sec, guys. One quick bloody second. Okay, no, we're okay. Cool, cool, cool. Return. Oh, man, they really are just after my place. This bloody sucks, yo. This bloody sucks.
Ready.
Ah! Alright, keep him at the gate. Keep him at the gate! Oh, shit!
Don't touch the spear.
Damn it
Our
all.
defenses are under attack.
Ah, they really are after all my defenses.
Wanted to.
Ugh. I am going to need some more archers, I reckon. Not only that, but I'm going to need like a watchtower or ballista tower would be brilliant. That'll be nice. Let me go ahead and grab one of those. Here we are. Watchtower. Watchtower. God damn it. They really do not leave my guys alone.
Eager and willing.
Eager and willing. For what though? For what?
I'm ready.
Nice. So once the next night oh my god. Yeah, they just keep coming.
I shall lead.
Oh, they do so much damage to buildings too, honestly. Alright, let's just go ahead and get rid of these guys.
I make the call.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Yes, I know there's a lot of them, but I also got a lot of my men, so I think we should be okay. I think we should be fine. I'm sure we're fine. I'm sure this is fine.
It's
Ooh,
all
boy.
mine anyway.
Alright, and we will rest up
Archer
over here.
ready.
Nighttime is almost over though, which is great. Get out of
On
here.
my terms.
Nice. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Got
Alright,
something for me.
pop that over there. Prepare your defenses. The crystal has become
As
unstable,
I
huh?
command.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That is definitely not good. So you guys are just about to see now what can happen. What the hell can happen during one of these runs? And it's not pretty. Let me tell you right now, it ain't pretty. It is definitely not goddamn pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and wall off this section. Pop some guard towers up. Oh, you know what I should have done there? I should have popped down one of these ballista towers instead. Darn. And I'm gonna need a lot more people, so I'm gonna upgrade these dwellings to huts. Nice. Braced gate and braced walls is what we need.
Speak.
Okay. Nice. Nice. It's looking lovely now. Looking brilliant. Looking
My
great.
cup's almost
I
empty.
am loving this. This feels like McDonald's all of a sudden. Alright. Time to go ahead and
Undoubtedly.
pop down my character all the way up there. We've got 2 minutes and 47 seconds left until
Upgrade
the
complete.
darkness
Get on
comes
with it.
over and starts fucking up all my shit. And that's the last thing we need. That is the last bloody thing we need.
Fight.
Okay. Go ahead and get some archers up. What else? We are going to need a ballista tower. Oh, that's $500 dues. $500 dues. But I'm sure it's fine. It's
For me.
just the first night. With the first night, it's relatively easy. But it can ramp up. Holy cow.
Archer ready.
Can it ramp up? You have no bloody idea. There's like literally thousands. They come in the thousands. And it's insane. After this, I also want to try out some other games as well. So I hope you guys will stick around. Oh, shit.
You mean
Got that. We
your
can
grace.
get absolutely aggro with these guys. Oh, these guys hurt. These guys hurt.
I'm 2 steps ahead of you.
There we go. Thank goodness the gates and everything hold out so nice.
Yes?
Nice. What else are we building?
Archer
2
ready.
more, huh? Alright, so what we can do is build another one of these ones here. There we go. So
I
now we've
shall
got
lead.
2 archers in the tower. I've got a ballista tower coming up, so they won't be able to get through my walls as fast. Right? That's how it works, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's a fine.
Ready
Alright.
when you are.
Archer coming in. I've got 1 minute left to prepare my defenses. And then the whole place is going to be covered in muck. Yep, that's right. Covered in bloody muck. And
was
there's going to be
born ready.
so fucking many of them. So goddamn many of them. It's
What do we
insane.
kill first?
Alright. The death night approaches.
Well, this is gonna be
Shit,
fun.
shit. I think we are prepared. Oh, no, I'm not. I didn't even put my archers inside. Like an absolute tool, I didn't even do it. And I need to repair my shit too. There we go. 1 archer in. I've got 23 seconds left until they come now. But this is as much as I can do at this very moment. So, wish me luck. And hopefully we will not die. No promises though. No promises, because it is a hard game. This game is punishing. Oh boy, yep. So everything here. Oh boy. Ooh, yo. And the crystal is broken. Out they come in the droves. Oh, that's a lot of them. Ooh, that's a lot of them. Holy shit, that's a lot of them. Okay, fuck, that's so many. If any of my characters standing inside that fog, like that tiny little fog, it'll fuck shit up. It'll absolutely destroy the crap out of them. They'll all die. Okay, well, here they come. Let me put my hero out over here. That way, she'll be good. She'll be great.
My cup's almost
All right,
empty.
well, looks like they're coming through here. See this glowy little line? This is where they'll be coming. They'll be coming right through this way. Oh boy, they'll be coming through this area. They definitely will. So I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade my gate and my wall. Oh god, here they come. That is a lot of them.
Question me.
That is a lot of them. Oh shit, that's a lot of them. I might need more people.
Research complete.
Yeah, oh god.
For
Yeah,
me.
that is so fucking many of them. Yikes. Let's go back inside this gate for now. Oh boy. Are they still coming, or was that all of them? I hope that was all of them.
As I planned.
Oh, that was all of them! Okay, that wasn't too bad. 0 nightmares remaining. Oh boy, and now I can choose a blessing. The Way of the Blade, Last Stand, or I can get 2 for 1. 15% chance to gain 2 units for every unit trained at the training hall. That's pretty good. Or units gain 50% increased damage when less than 25% health. Or Way of the Blade, melee units gain 1.33 times damage, shred, armor, and HP. But their production cost is increased by 66%. Ooh. Is it worth it? Is that worth it, though? That's pretty good. More damage, melee. But that's only for melee units, right? And the production cost is increased. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go for that one.
Our defenses
With
are
me.
under
Oh
attack.
boy, and of course they are already here. Ready to fuck my stees. Yep, that's all of them there. And they all get replaced, all these guys. But yeah, that's just a quick look at this one, Age of Darkness. We've got about 40 more minutes left on stream, guys. So I'm going to leave it there because I want to go ahead and see some more games here and there, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put us on intermission again. And then we're going to go ahead and probably see some creepypasta, right? So I hope you guys will stick around for that as well. So give me a quick moment. We're going to go ahead into an intermission. Comparing cocks right now?
Mine is bigger.
Why is it? I'm
It's nothing compared to my Tic Tac, guys.
Or eating my
No, mine's the biggest.
Oh, praise back.
Another beautiful day in VR chat. Let's see. What should we do today? Oh, you know what? Oh, I'm looking lovely as usual, but you know, this looks nice. Oh, would you look at this? Oh, look how sassy I am. My goodness. Oh, this is top notch. This is top notch right here. Oh, that is thick. But you know what? You know what? You can't just stay indoors simping on hot bitches all the time. You gotta get out there, you know? I know that the quarantine's still in effect. We're still on stage 4, but you know, I'm going insane here. It's time to actually go outside. Hey, knock knock, mate. Just wanted to come visit ya. I know you're self-isolating and everything, but nom 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 nom. Perfect. Yeah. Let's go find our mates. We don't need none of this quarantine. Hey, how's it going? I just kind of want to lick your toes. I got that fetish, you know. Ooh, boy, it's dark here. It's a little bit dark, but I think it's okay. Welcome in once more. This is our third thing and our final thing for tonight. A creepy, bloody pasta. Oh boy. What do we want to see? Top ranked or famous creepy pastas? Let's take a look. What are some famous ones? Usually the famous ones are quite high, right? In score. Look at that score on this one. If it's bedtime, wow, how long is this read though? 57 bloody minutes. Gosh, I will try my best though. I will try my best. Alright, well, let's read this one since it's got such a high score. Bedtime. I'm gonna have a quick swig of water while I still can. Alrighty, let's jump right into it, guys, shall we? Whew. Alright, so part 1, the beginning. Bedtime is supposed to be a happy event for a tired child. For me, it was terrifying. While some children might complain about being put to bed before they have finished watching a film or playing their favorite video game, when I was a child, nighttime was something to truly fear. Somewhere in the back of my mind, it still is. As someone who is trained in the sciences, I cannot prove that what happened to me was objectively real, but I can swear that what I experienced was genuine horror, a fear in which in my life I'm glad to say has never been equaled, and I will relate it to you all now as best I can. Make of it what you will, but I'll be glad to just get it off my chest. Yuck, okay. Well, this is something already. I like this already. I do like this already. Alright. I can't remember when it started, but my apprehension towards falling asleep seemed to correspond with my being moved into a room of my own. I was 8 years old at the time, and until I had shared a room quite happily with my older brother, as is perfectly understandable for a boy 5 years my senior, my brother eventually wished for a room of his own, and as a result, I was given the room at the back of the house. It was a small, narrow, yet oddly elongated room, large enough for a bed. Why is that in red? And a couple of chests of drawers, but nothing much else. I couldn't really complain because even at that age, I understood that we do not have a large house and I had no real cause to be disappointed, as my family was both loving and caring. It was a happy childhood during the day. Oh, well, that's nice. You know what? I forgot to change, my thing. Ah, God damn it, I shouldn't even really be. Alright, hang on. One quick sec while I do this. God damn it. Stream manager. And edit shit. There we go. Yeah, that seems fine. And let's go ahead for creepy pastas, yo. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, there it is. Let's go right back into it. Where was I, guys? Right, as a family was both loving and caring, it was a happy childhood during the day. A solitary window looked out onto our back garden. Nothing out of the ordinary, but even during the day, the light which crept into that room seemed almost hesitant. As my brother was given a new bed, I was given the bunk air beds, which we used to share. While I was upset about sleeping on my own, I was excited at the thought of being able to sleep in the top bunk, which seemed far more adventurous to me. That's how it is, right? Usually for us, it's like, oh, sweet, I can't wait to go onto the top bunk, right? Oh my goodness. To be on the top bunk itself was such an adventure, even as a kid. From the very first night, I remember a strange feeling of unease creeping slowly from the back of my mind. I lay on the top bunk, staring down at my action figures and cars strewn across the green-blue carpet. As imaginary battles and adventures took place between the toys on the floor, I couldn't help but feel that my eyes were being slowly drawn towards the bottom bunk, as if something was moving in the corner of my eye, something which did not wish to be seen. The bunk was empty, impeccably made with a dark blue blanket tucked in neatly, partially covering two rather bland white pillows. I didn't think anything of it at the time. I was a child, and the noise slipping under my door from my parents' television bathed me in a warm sense of safety and well-being. I fell asleep. When you awaken from a deep sleep to something moving or stirring, it can take a few moments for you to truly understand what is happening. The fog of sleep hangs over your eyes and ears even when lucid. Something was moving, there was no doubt about that. At first, I wasn't sure what it was. Everything was dark, almost pitch black, but there was enough light creeping in from outside to outline that narrowly suffocating room. Two thoughts appeared in my mind almost simultaneously. The first was that my parents were in bed because the rest of the house lay both in darkness and silence. The second thought turned to the noise, a noise which had obviously woken me. Oh boy. As the last cobwebs of sleep withered from my mind, the noise took on a more familiar form. Sometimes the simplest of sounds can be the most unnerving. A cold wind whistling through a tree outside, a neighbor's footsteps uncomfortably close, or, in this case, the simple sound of bedsheets rustling in the dark. That was it, bedsheets rustling in the dark, as if some disturbed sleeper was attempting to get all too comfortable in the bottom bunk. I lay there in disbelief, thinking that the noise was either my imagination, or perhaps just my pet cat finding somewhere comfortable to spend the night. It was then that I noticed my door shut as it had been as I'd fallen asleep. Perhaps my mum had checked in on me, and the cat had sneaked into my room then. Yes, that must have been it. I turned to face the wall, closing my eyes in the vain hope that I could fall back to sleep. As I moved, the rustling noise from underneath me ceased. I thought that I must have disturbed my cat. But quickly, I realized that the visitor in the bottom bunk was much less mundane than my pet trying to sleep, and much more sinister. As if alerted to, disgruntled by my presence, the disturbed sleeper began to toss and turn violently, like a child having a tantrum in their bed. I could hear the sheets twist and turn with increasing ferocity. Fear then gripped me. not like the subtle sense of unease I'd experienced earlier, but now potent and terrifying. My heart raced as my eyes panicked, scanning the almost impenetrable darkness. I let out a cry. As most young boys do, I instinctively shouted on my mother. I could hear something stir on the other side of the house, but as I began to breathe a sigh of relief that my parents were coming to save me, the bunk bed suddenly started to shake violently, as if gripped by an earthquake, scraping against the wall. I'd laugh if it was his brother. By the way, should I turn the music down? I don't know if I should turn the music down or not. Maybe by a tad. Let me turn this one. It's royalty-free kind of music, but let me turn it down a bit. There we go. Woo! Boy. Where was I? Oh, here we are. If gripped by an earthquake scraping against the wall, I could hear the sheets below me thrashing around as if tormented by malice. I did not want to jump down to safety, as I feared the thing in the bottom bunk would reach out and grab me, pulling me into the darkness. So I stayed there, white knuckles clenching my own blanket like a shroud of protection. The wait seemed like an eternity. The door finally and thankfully burst open, and I lay bathed in light while the bottom bunk, the resting place of my unwanted visitor, lay empty and peaceful. I cried, and my mother consoled me. Tears of fear, followed by relief, streamed down my face. Yet, through all the horror and relief, I did not tell her why I was so upset. I cannot explain it, but it was as though whatever had been in that bunk would return if I even so much as spoke of it, or uttered a single syllable of its existence. Whether that was the truth, I do not know, but as a child, I felt as if that unseen menace remained close, listening. My mother lay in the empty bunk, promising to stay there until morning. Eventually, my anxiety diminished, tiredness pushed me back towards sleep, but I remained restless, waking several times momentarily to the sound of rustling bedsheets. I remember the next day wanting to go anywhere, be anywhere, but in that narrow, suffocating room. It was a Saturday, and I played outside, quite happily with my friends. Although our house was not large, we were lucky to have a long, sloping garden in the back. We played there often, as much of it was overgrown, and we could hide in the bushes, climb in the huge sycamore trees which towered above all else, and easily imagine ourselves in throes of a grand adventure in some untamed, exotic land. As fun as it all was, occasionally my eye would turn to that small window, ordinary, slight, and innocuous, but for me, that thin boundary was a looking glass into a strange, cold pocket of dread. Outside, the lush green surroundings of our garden, filled with the smiling faces of my friends, could not extinguish the creeping feeling clawing its way up my spine, each hair standing on end, the feeling of something in that room watching me play, waiting for the night when I would be alone, eagerly filled with hate. It may sound strange to you, but by the time my parents ushered me back into that room for the night, I said nothing. I didn't protest. I didn't even make an excuse as to why I couldn't sleep there. I simply sullenly walked into that room, climbed the few steps into the top bunk, and then waited. As an adult, I would be telling everyone about my experience, but even at that age, I felt almost silly to be talking about something which I really had no evidence for. I would be lying, however, if I said this was my primary reason. I still felt that this thing would be enraged if I so much as spoke of it. It's funny how certain words can remain hidden from your mind. No matter how blatant or obvious they are, one word came to me that second night, lying there in the darkness alone, frightened, aware of a rotten change in the atmosphere, a thickening of air as if something had displaced it. As I heard the first casual twists of the bed sheets below, the first anxious increase of my heartbeat at the realization that something was once again in the bottom bunk. That word, a word which had been sent into exile, filtering up through my consciousness, breaking free of all repression, gasping for air, screaming, etching, and carving itself into my mind. Ghost. Ooh. Oh boy, alright, yeah. I'm guessing that's why he doesn't want to go down and like take a look at it though. Because that would be fucked. Let me have another swig of water, can I? As this thought came to me, I noticed that my unwelcome visitor had ceased moving. The bedsheets lay calm and dormant, but they had been replaced by something far more hideous. A slow, rhythmic, rasping breath heaved and escaped from the thing below. I could imagine its chest rising and falling with each sordid, wheezing, and garbled breath. I shuddered and hoped beyond all hope that it would leave without occurrence. The house lay as it had the previous night, in a thick blanket of darkness. Silence prevailed, all but for the perverted breath of my, as yet, unseen bunkmate. I lay there terrified. I just wanted the thing to go, to leave me alone. What did it want? Then, something unmistakably chilling transpired. It moved. It moved in a way different from before. When it threw itself around in the bottom bunk, it seemed unrestrained, without purpose, almost animalistic. This movement, however, was driven by awareness, with purpose, with a goal in mind for that thing lying there in the darkness, that thing which seemed intent on terrorizing a young boy, calmly and nonchalantly sat up. Its labored breathing had become louder, as now only a mattress and a few flimsy wooden slats separated my body from the unearthly breath below. I lay there, my eyes filled with tears, a fear which mere words cannot relate to you or anyone else coursed through my veins. I would not have believed that this fear could have been heightened, but I was so wrong. I imagined what this thing would look like, sitting there listening from below my mattress, hoping to catch the slightest hint that I was awake. Imagination then turned to an unnerving reality. It began to touch the wooden slats which my mattress sat on. It seemed to caress them carefully, running what I imagined to be fingers and hands across the surface of the wood. Then, with great force, it prodded angrily between two slats into the mattress. Even through the padding, it felt as though someone had viciously stuck their fingers into my side and let out an almighty cry, and the wheezing, shaking, and moving thing in the bunk below replied in kind by violently vibrating the bunk as it had done the night before. Small flakes of paint powdered onto my blanket from the wall as the frame of the bed scraped along it, backwards and forwards. Once again, I was bathed in light, and there stood my mother, loving, caring, and as she always was, with a comforting hug and calming words which eventually subdued my hysteria. Of course, she asked what was wrong, but I could not say. I dared not say. I simply said one word over and over and over again. Nightmare. Oh boy, I feel like Ghost, Nightmare, like these are the chapters. This is pretty good. This pattern of events continued for weeks. Really? You didn't say shit for weeks? If not months. Oh my god. Night after night, I would awaken to the sound of rustling sheets. Each time I would scream so as to not provide this abomination with time to prod and feel for me. With each cry, the bed would shake violently, stopping with the arrival of my mother, who would spend the rest of the night in the bottom bunk, seemingly unaware of the sinister force torturing her son nightly. Oh god, wow, she's fucking brave then, or she's not aware. Along the way, I managed to feign illness a few times to come up with other less than truthful reasons for sleeping in my parents' bed, but more often than not, I would be alone for the first few hours of each night in that place, the room where the light from outside did not sit right, alone with that thing. With time, you can become desensitized to almost anything, no matter how horrific. I had come to realize that, for whatever reason, this thing could not harm me when my mother was present. I am sure the same would have been said for my father, but as loving as he was, waking him from sleep was almost impossible. After a few months, I'd grown accustomed to my nightly visitor. Do not mistake this for some unearthly friendship. I detested the thing. I still feared it greatly, as I could almost sense its desires and its personality, if you could call it that. one filled with a perverted and twisted hatred, yet longing for me, of perhaps all things. My greatest fears were realizing in the winter. The days grew short, and the longer nights merely provided this wretch with more opportunities. It was a difficult time for my family. My grandmother, a wonderfully kind and gentle woman, had deteriorated greatly since the death of my grandfather. My mother was trying her best to keep her in the community as long as possible. However, dementia is a cruel and degenerative illness, robbing a person of their memories one day at a time. Soon, she recognized none of us, and it became clear that she would need to be moved from her house to a nursing home. Before she could be moved, my grandmother had a particularly difficult few nights, and my mother decided that she would stay with her. As much as I loved my grandmother and felt nothing but anguish at her illness, to this day I feel guilty that my first thoughts were not of her, but of what my nightly visitor may do should it become aware of my mother's absence, her presence being the one thing which I was sure was protecting me from the full horror of this thing's reach. I rushed home from school that day and immediately wrenched the bed sheets and mattress from the lower bunk, removing all of the slats and placing an old desk, a chest of drawers, and some chairs, which we kept in a cupboard where the bottom bunk used to be. I told my father I was making an office, which he found adorable, but I would be damned if I'd give that thing a place to sleep for one more night. As darkness approached, I lay there knowing my mother was not in the house. I did not know what to do. My only impulse was to sneak into a jewelry box and take a small family crucifix which I had seen there before. While my family was not very religious, at that age I still believed in God and hoped that somehow this would protect me. Although fearful and anxious, while gripping the crucifix under my pillow tightly in one hand, sleep eventually came, and as I drifted off to dream, I hoped that I would awaken in the morning without incidents. Unfortunately, that night was the most terrifying of all. Oh boy, yeah, I'm getting goosebumps. This is getting really good, guys. I woke gradually. The room was once again dark. As my eyes adjusted, I could gradually make out the window and the door and the walls, some toys on a shelf, and even to this day I shudder to think of it. But there was no noise, no rustling of sheets, no movement at all. The room felt lifeless. Lifeless, yet not empty. The nightly visitor, that unwelcome, wheezing, hate-filled thing which had terrorized me night after night, was not in the bottom bunk. It was in my bed. I opened my mouth to scream, but nothing came out. Utter terror had shaken the very sound from my voice. I lay motionless. If I could not scream, I did not want to let it know I was awake. I had not yet seen it. I could only feel it. It was obscured under my blanket. I could see its outline, and I could feel its presence, but I dared not look. The weight of it pressed down on top of me, a sensation I will never forget. When I say that hours passed, I do not exaggerate. Laying there motionless in the darkness, I was every bit a scared and frightened young boy. If it had been during the summer months, it would have been light by then, but the grasp of winter is long and unrelenting, and I knew it would be hours before sunrise, a sunrise which I yearned for. I was a timid child by nature, but I reached a breaking point, a moment where I could wait no more, where I could survive under this intimately deviant abomination no longer. Fear can sometimes wear you out, make you threadbare, a shell of nerves, leaving only the slightest trace of you behind. I had to get out of that bed. Then I remembered the crucifix. My hand still lay underneath the pillow, but it was empty. I slowly moved my wrist around to find it, minimizing as best I could the sound that vibrations caused. Oh yeah, I know, right? This is crazy, crazy cowboy. But it could not be found. I had either knocked it off the top bunk, or it had, I could not even bear to think of it, been taken from my hand. Ooh boy. Without the crucifix, I lost any sense of hope. Even at such a young age, you can be acutely aware of what death is, and intensely frightened and intensely frightened of it. I knew I was going to die in that bed if I lay there, dormant, passive, doing nothing. I had to leave that room behind, but how? Should I leap from the bed and hope that I make it to the door? What if it is faster than me? Or should I slowly slip out of that top bunk, hoping not to disturb my uncanny bedfellow? Realizing that it had not stirred when I moved, trying to find the crucifix, I began to have the strangest thoughts. What if it was asleep? It hadn't so much as breathed since I had woken up. Perhaps it was resting, believing that it had finally got me, that I was finally in its grasp. Or perhaps it was toying with me. After all, it had been doing just that for countless nights, and now with me under it, pinned against my mattress with no mother to protect me, maybe it was holding off, savoring its victory until the last possible moment, like a wild animal savoring its prey. I tried to breathe as shallowly as possible, and mustering every ounce of courage I could, I reached over slowly with my right hand and began to peel the blanket off of me. What I found under those covers almost stopped my heart. I did not see it, but as my hand moved the blanket, it brushed against something smooth and cold, something which felt unmistakably like a gaunt hand. I held my breath in terror, as I was sure it must now have known that I was awake. Nothing. It did not stir. It felt dead. After a few moments, I placed my hand carefully further down the blanket and felt a thin, poorly formed forearm. My confidence and almost twisted sense of curiosity grew as I moved down further to a disproportionately larger bicep muscle. The arm was outstretched, lying across my chest, with the hand resting on my left shoulder as if it had grabbed me in my sleep. I realized that I would have to move this cadaverous appendage if I even so much as hoped to escape its grasp. Oh my god. I'm really getting like a sense of what it is in my head. Like a giant, like a big corpse. For some reason, the feeling of torn, ragged clothing on the shoulder of this nightmare invader stopped me in my tracks. Oh, it's got clothes on. Fear once again swelled in my stomach and in my chest as I recoiled my hand in disgust at the touch of straggled, oily hair. I could not bring myself to touch its face, although I wonder to this very day what it would have felt like. Dear God, it moved. It moved. It was subtle, but its grip on my shoulder and across my body strengthened. No tears came, but God, how I wanted to cry. As its hand and arm slowly coiled around me, my right leg brushed along the cool wall which the bed lay against. Of all that happened to me in that room, this was the strangest. I realized that this clutching, rancid thing, which drew great delight from violating a young boy's bed, was not entirely on top of me. It was sticking out from the wall like a spider striking from its lair. Suddenly, its grip moved from a slow tightening to a sudden squeeze. It pulled and clawed at my clothes, as if frightened that the opportunity would soon pass. I fought against it, but its emaciated arm was too strong for me. Its head rose up, writhing and contorting under the blanket. I now realized where it was taking me. Into the wall. I fought for my dear life. I cried, and suddenly my voice returned to me, yelling, screaming, but no one came. Then I realized why it was so eager to suddenly strike, why this thing had to have me now. Though, through my window, that window which seemed to represent so much malice from outside, streaked hope, the first rays of sunshine. I struggled further, knowing that if I could just hold on, it would soon be gone. As I fought for my life, the unearthly parasite shifted, slowly pulling itself up to my chest, its head now poking out from under the blanket, wheezing, coughing, rasping. I do not remember its features. I simply remember its breath against my face, foul and as cold as ice. As the sun broke over the horizon, that dark place, that suffocating room of contempt was washed, bathed in sunlight. I passed out as its scrawny fingers encircled my neck, squeezing the very life from me. I awoke to my father, offering to make me some breakfast. A wonderful sight indeed. I had survived the most horrible experience of my life until then, and now I moved the bed away from the wall, leaving behind the furniture I had believed would stop that thing from taking a bed. Little did I think that it would try to take mine and me. Weeks passed without incidents, yet on one cold frost-bitten night, I awoke to the sound of the furniture where the bunk beds used to be, vibrating violently. In a moment, it passed. I lay there, sure I could hear a distant wheezing coming from deep within the wall, finally fading into the distance. I had never told anyone this story before. To this day, I still break out in cold sweat at the sound of bed sheets rustling in the night, or a wheeze brought on by a common cold, and I certainly never sleep with my bed against a wall. Call it superstition, if you will, but as I said, I cannot discount conventional explanations such as sleep paralysis, hallucination, or that of an overactive imagination. But what I can say is this: the following year, I was given a larger room on the other side of the house, and my parents took that strangely suffocating elongated place as their bedroom. They said they didn't need a large room, just one big enough for a bed and a few things. They lasted 10 days. We moved on the 11th. Oh boy, wow. Fucking be proud of that, I guess. Holy shit. You lasted months. That's fucking insane. Let me have another swig before we start part 2, guys. Oh my god. Oh, we only got like 7 minutes left on stream though. Hello there, Tina. Sorry, I'm just choking on some water that just went down the wrong pipe. Oh boy, let me have some more water. Oh, that's a lot better. Hello. Now I got the hiccups. Welcome in, Tina. We're doing a little bit of horror right now for the last few minutes, so I hope you stick around. Part 2. After writing my account of an, that's not right, of a horrific experience. No, that's not right at all, because an is only used when there's a vowel at the start. After writing my account of a horrific experience I had as an 8-year-old child, many have encouraged me to speak about the aftermath. I've been hesitant to do so, as I have felt unsettled since I broke my silence. Ooh. Here it says, I'm just driving to the store, got a drink of Cola Oreos flavor, and getting duck for tomorrow. Ooh, yum! Well, you know what? Stay safe while driving, and I hope you enjoy this story. Sleep has not come easy to me these last few nights. My skepticism, however, remains resilient, and as much as I will tell of what I experienced in the other room, this won't be as long as what occurred only took place over a few days, but that was more than enough for me. If you recall, after that unwelcome nightly visitor left me, I was moved into another bedroom a year later. This room was much larger than the previous one, and had a warm and welcoming atmosphere to it. Some places feel bad. The room before felt foul, but this one did not. Thankfully, I was given a normal bed. The previous one was taken apart and thrown out. A welcome sight, I might add. I loved my new room. I enjoyed the space for all of my toys. I was happy that the place was large enough to have my friends drop by. But most of all, I was relieved to just be out of that uneasy, foreboding part of the house. Duck red wine. Ooh, yum. Celeriac? I don't know what that is. And butter spinach, yum. On the first night, I slept more soundly. Did I read this? Yeah, okay. On the first night, I slept more soundly than I had done for a long, long time. Of course, I still moved my bed several feet from the wall. I told my mother that I and my friends liked to use the gap between the bed and wall as a hiding place when we were playing. I awoke the next day feeling refreshed and relaxed. As I lay there watching some of my favorite cartoons on a small portable television, I noticed something odd. An old dark brown armchair, which had always been there, sat at the foot of my bed, large and looming. It was frayed and worn, having been given to us as part of a suite by my cousin, but it had been used many times even by then. The chair itself was not unusual, but what unsettled me was that I could have sworn that before I had went to sleep, the chair had been facing away from the bed. Now, in the cold light of day, the chair was facing me. I assumed one of my parents had moved it while I slept, probably looking for something which had been left there, not there. Oh man, there's a lot of spelling errors here. Before we switched rooms. The second night was not as restful. It was around 11 PM and I could hear my parents' television from the other side of the house. The room was largely in darkness. What? The only illumination, an orange hue drifting through my window from the street lights outside. I lay there, content until I heard something quiet, yet unmistakable. At first, I thought it was the sound of my own breath, exhaling and inhaling as I rested, but when I stopped for a moment, the quiet, almost inaudible sound of someone else in the room breathing in and out did not cease. It continued, rhythmically and without pause. I lay there in the darkness, but I was still recovering from the terror instilled in me from my experiences in my previous bedroom. I was not entirely afraid. The breathing was so distant and unlike the wheezing I had heard during my encounter with that thing in the wall that I remained calm, and even at that early age, I believed that it was so subtle that it was probably my imagination playing tricks on me. Still, I took no chances. I stepped out of the bed, walked across the room, and turned the light on. The sound had gone. I stared at that old worn armchair facing the foot of my bed, which was within reaching distance of where I slept, and turned it around to face the other way. I had no real reason to do so, but something about it sitting there filled me with dread. Ostrich steak and cheesy mash and butter spinach. Yum, Tina. You know where to put it, right? You know where to put those photos? Because I want to see them. The third night, I was not so fearless. Again, I awoke in darkness. Lying on my back, I stared up at the ceiling, which seemed to happily absorb the dim orange light from the street. The tree outside my window swayed in a calm breeze, casting a strange recollection of improbable moving shadows across the room. I could hear nothing but the long and distant hum of the city's night traffic. Just as I began to drift back into sleep, I heard it. A creak from the bottom of my bed, as if something had moved or shifted its weight on the floor. Oh boy, I don't like this at all. Oh my god. Wow, Junie per quarter 12, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Yeah, I hope you enjoy your stay, and I hope we can both get scared together. Whew, alright. Where am I? Did I read this part here? The third night, I was not so fearless. Again, I woke up in darkness. Lying on my back, I stared up at the ceiling, which seemed to happily absorb the dim orange light from the street. Yep, I did read this. The tree outside my window swayed in a calm breeze, casting a strange collection of improbable moving shadows across the room. I could hear nothing but the long and distant hum of the city's night traffic. Just as I began to drift back into sleep, I heard it. A creak from the bottom of my bed, as if something had moved or shifted its weight on the floor. I raised my head, peering through the darkness, but saw nothing strange. Everything sat as it had done throughout the day. Nothing was out of place. I cast my gaze across the room. Some comics on the floor, a few boxes which had still to be unpacked, the armchair unmoved, still facing away from the bottom of my bed. There was nothing sinister here. I hope not. And a snack later on, crispy potato skin. Yum! I was now fully awake, glancing over at my television, considering whether or not to enjoy some late night TV. I'd have to keep the volume low, of course, as my older brother would hear it in the next room and no doubt tell me to switch it off. Just as I sat up fully in bed, I heard it again, a low creak accompanied by a sound, the sound of the slightest movements. I looked again in the room. The dim orange shadows cast by the leaves hanging by my window now took on a more menacing form. I still saw no reason to be afraid. I stared at the chair at the end of my bed and saw nothing unusual about it. It's quite common for the mind to take a moment to fully come to terms with what it is seeing. It takes time to put the full horror of what is in front of you together into a moment of cold, bitter realization. Yes, I was staring at that old worn armchair in the dark, but I was also staring. What? Whoa, what? Yes, I was staring at the old worn armchair in the dark, but what I was also staring at was the person sitting in it. Oh god, so there was someone there. Oh shit! In the dim light, I could only see the outline of the back of its head, the rest obscured by the spine of the chair. I sat motionless, staring, praying, hoping that my eyes were being misled by their surroundings. The slow creak of movement as it shifted in its battered throne chilled me to my very core. This was no mere trick of the dark. Then it shifted onto its right side. I knew what it was doing. It was turning to look at me. It was difficult to make out, for even in that room, it seemed darker than everything around it. Hello, Mio. Welcome in. Please hold my hand while we do some creepypasta stories. I saw what looked like a collection of long fingers slip over the crest of the chair, and then another. The room was silent, but for the sound of this thing shuffling in its seat and crashing, the crash of my racing heart. At first, I could only make the outline of its forehead, but then it began to rise up, revealing 2 pinpoints of light in the dark recesses of its deeply set eye sockets. It was staring at me. I screamed, and within a moment, my brother and mother came into my room, switching the light on, asking if I'd had another bad dream. I sat, speechless, barely acknowledging them, staring intently at the now empty armchair. I was only in that room for another few days before we suddenly moved. I saw nothing for the remaining nights, except for my last sleep in that room, where I awoke to the warm air of something breathing into my ear. I jumped out of bed, turning the light on. The slow, rhythmic breath of something unseen remained, louder than before. I spent the rest of that night on the couch in the living room. 2 years later, I slept soundly in my bed. In our new house, there had been no other incidences, and I was sure I had left behind whatever strangeness had plagued me in that little average suburban home. I was, however, left one parting gift. My tormentors, and in my opinion, the watcher in that armchair was a different entity to the thing in the elongated room, had one last surprise in store for me. Like an animal claiming its territory, I was not entirely out with their grasp. For one last terrifying moment, I felt the presence of those things. I laid there, another spelling error. I laid there sound asleep. God damn it, that's a lot of spell. That's like 3 spelling errors already. 2 years since those horrifying experiences. I was in the throes of a nightmare and suddenly happily found myself awake, safe and sound in my bed. The room was darker than usual. I breathed a sigh of relief, as one does when waking from a nightmare. But the room was so dark. I could see nothing at all, as if something had snuffed out the light. I chuckled to myself, realizing that I must have pulled my blanket up and over my head while sleeping. The cotton blanket felt cool against me, but the air was a little too warm, almost stifling. Just as I was about to remove the blanket for some air, I heard it. For the last time, I heard it. The rhythmic breathing of the watcher at the end of my bed. Fear gripped me, followed by anger and despair. Why could I not be left alone? I then did something most peculiar. I decided to speak to it. Perhaps this thing did not mean to harm me. Perhaps it was unaware of the terror it had caused. Surely a young boy deserved some mercy. As the breathing grew louder and closer, I began to cry. I could feel its presence on the other side of the blanket, its breath hanging over me like a stagnant wind. Through the tears, I uttered 2 words, words which surely would put an end to all of this. Please, stop. The breathing began to change. It became more animated, quicker somehow. I could hear something shuffling next to me, standing close by. The breathing then moved, first back to the foot of my bed, and then slowly across the room, through the door, into the hallway, and then gone. Oh boy. Oh, yes, the Halloween music is still going. Half crying, half elated, I lay in the still darkness, my face still covered by the blanket. You may consider this a victory of some sort, but I do not. If those things were real, I know now beyond the shadow of a doubt that the intentions were not misconstrued. They were twisted, filled with malice. I would normally never use such a word to describe anything, but it's as close to evil as I hope I ever come. Ooh, is there no more? There we go. Music, please. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, how do I know that? I'll tell you. Moments after that thing seemed to have left the house, something pressed forcefully down on top of me, pushing the blanket with great strength against my face. I could feel a large hand with long, thin fingers wrapping the covers around my skull, its nails imprinted upon me with like razor-sharp ridges. I managed to slide down into the gap between the bed and the wall, quickly making my escape, clambering and screaming out of my room, waking my family. Make no mistake, that thing in the darkness tried to smother me to death. Part 3. Oh boy, how many parts are there, guys? Should I keep going? Oh boy. Part 3, my fears realized. A few days ago, I submitted 2 nightmarish accounts from my childhood. Perhaps you best read them to truly comprehend what has befallen me. I had been compelled to silence, gripped by the irrational fear that somehow, even after all these years, should I speak of it, that those things would seek me out and once again wreak havoc on my life. Oh boy, let me have another swig of water. In the name of science and reason, I confronted those fears and set out to vanquish those tormented memories once and for all by sharing them with others, exposing them for what I believe they were, the delusions of a troubled child. I have held onto my skepticism and rationality for dear life. I've allowed them to define me, but this morning I was presented with... Oh God! Damn it! God damn it! I've held onto my skepticism and rationality for dear life. I've allowed them to define me, but this morning I was presented with a verifiable physical evidence of what I do not know, but it cannot be ignored. And it seems strange to me that the last few days had been so tainted by apprehension and misfortune after finally breaking my silence that I can no longer rely upon entirely conventional explanations. In the wake of sharing those traumatic experiences I had as a child, I had been plagued by an overwhelming sense of unease. Initially, I attributed this to the fear I had experienced in simply recounting and reliving those terrible events in my mind, but as the days passed, it felt like so much more. A feeling of impending doom consumed my every thought. while sleep came to me, rest did not. Each morning I awoke, my nerves on edge, as if deprived of sleep for an age. Nothing overtly frightening happened during the first few nights. No visitation, no unwelcome bedfellows, no wheezing breaths reaching out from deep within my bedroom walls. But I had that distantly familiar feeling. What? No, that's another spelling error. But I had that distant, familiar feeling of not being alone. Distantly familiar? That doesn't make sense though. Those are two different things. It's like, yeah, you can't say it's distant and familiar because they're opposites. The fuck? A distantly familiar? What do you mean? Do not misunderstand. I do not sense someone in the room with me. I did not hear, smell, or feel anything remotely supernatural, but throughout my days and nights, I've sensed something subtle, almost on the periphery of my awareness. The feeling that something is on its way, something is coming. Like the first few stagnant blasts of air from a subway tunnel, heralding the arrival of a lurching, unstoppable monstrosity, surprising, yet expected. My sense of unease grew with each passing day, pushing its way under my skin, deep into my mind, like some form of cancerous infection. I tried to focus my attention on various writing projects in a vain attempt to fill my mind up to the brim with those other thoughts, hopefully leaving no room for those contaminated memories. But those thoughts came to me nonetheless. My anxiety gained momentum until I could think of nothing else. I had to do something. I had studied psychology for years at university. With this, I knew that anxiety is often the result of a loss of control, and that one of the most effective ways to combat it is to empower oneself. This is what I intended to do. This is what I intend to do, perhaps? Instead of ED? Call it foolhardy, but I was going to go back to that place. That house where those terrible events took place. I was going to confront those memories and expose them for what they were. Nonsense. It was an hour's drive to my old home, but it was one filled with elation. Wait, wouldn't that house be like someone else's house now? Wouldn't someone else have bought it? I was confident, at ease, happy. I was in control now, and nothing was going to get in my way from showing that the place I'd feared my entire life was nothing but an average, humdrum, harmless little suburban house. Gleefully negotiating the country roads and then motorway, finally I made it to the city. Gradually, the streets began to take on a more familiar appearance. Memories of playing in that neighborhood came flooding back to me. A play park with my favorite slide, an ash pitch where we used to play football, my schoolyard filled with hide and seek, and friendships long since abandoned but never forgotten. My mind wandered through those memories like a prodigal son. Walking home, wandered so much so that before I realized it, I was pulling into the street where I had once lived. The road was long and disappeared far into the distance, finally entering into a sharp blind turn. It was an old neighborhood and had planned and built long before the advent of the car. This was evident by the narrowness of the roads, creating a strangely claustrophobic feeling as if the houses on each side rose up, leering at passerbys. I slowed my speed and cast my eye over each house that I passed. It was a uniform place, with every house looking not dissimilar. My heart suddenly began to beat faster as a cold chill crawled up my spine. There it was. There was the house. It was late afternoon, and the street was quiet, almost lonely. I stared at that little place, wondering how such an ordinary home could have instilled so much fear in me. I had initially intended to only look at the house from afar, confirming it to be me as a material construction, entirely inexplicable and removed from anything uncanny. But as I parked, I took a deep breath, and before I knew it, I was out of my car, walking towards that old metallic gate. Its once bright floral shapes now darkened by age, flaking deep green paint, revealing nothing but rust beneath. I ran my fingers over its uneven top, and with a subtle gasp, I pushed it open. Walking along the path, I was shocked at how disused the garden was. I thought to myself how much of a waste of a good lawn it was, which was all but obscured by a thick mosaic of weeds and other invasive species, but as I neared the house, I realized why. It was unoccupied. Once again, a shudder crept through me, but as my anxiety rose up, I crushed it with my rational mantra. The simplest of explanations is usually the correct one. I like these quotes over here, the ones that I just read just then, because it feels like they are chapters. Like they had one called Nightmare, they had one of something else. It was great. It was good. I like it. I assumed that due to the current economic climate, that the house had probably just been on the market for some time, and that the owner wasn't too aware of the old sentiment that the first bite is with the eye. But as I looked around, I could see no for sale sign, nor one to let. It genuinely seemed as though this house had been forgotten, abandoned, and left to rot. The windows at the front of the house were filthy, and as such, almost impossible to see through. But as I wandered around the back of the building, I could see more clearly inside. I would have imagined that a house such as this one would be empty, but on the contrary, it was entirely occupied. Occupied by the trappings of a modern life. I could see a television sitting in the living room corner, a coffee table with magazines strewn across it, various pieces of furniture sitting as if ready to be used, and a couple of coffee mugs sitting on the windowsill, still full, covered in mold. I would have thought the house was lived in if it was not for a thick layer of dust lying over everything, accompanied by the occasional spider's web. It seemed as though the most recent occupants had left in a hurry and never returned. Oh God. Clambering through a sea of waist-high grass and bushes, I eventually arrived at that innocuous little window at the back of the house. The very sight of it frightened me, but this was merely memory and not the strange feeling of being watched from within as I had experienced as a child. Peering in, the room looked eerily familiar. I suppose there is little that can be done with a room so small, so oddly narrow, but through the dirt-covered glass, the room looked almost unchanged from when I had slept in it. A bed, a set of drawers of what looked like an assortment of toys on the floor. A profound sense of anger washed over me momentarily, but I shook it quick from my mind. The room was clearly that of a child's, and that thought of that thing harming another innocent filled me with the contempt for such a thought, and within me swelled the desire to protect any child from such an abomination. As I gazed at that wall, of which a bed lay alongside it, the hairs on the back of my neck stood up. For a moment, it was for only the slightest, I thought I saw the blanket on top of the bed move. More than that, through that window pane, I could have sworn I heard a wheezing gasp. Closing my eyes tightly, I repeated another scientific mantra. Science does not owe its debts to imagination. Opening my eyes, I saw nothing but an empty bedroom. No foul spirits, no unearthly things, just a room, no more, no less. I breathed a sigh of relief, as it that all. Wait, what the fuck? Let me read that again. I breathed a sigh of relief as that all was well. I breathed a sigh of relief as if all was well, maybe? What the fuck? Yeah, I don't, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, I breathed a sigh of relief as if all was well. Yeah, they added some extra bullshit there. With the world for the first time in many days. You may think that it was wishful thinking, but I genuinely felt that I had shown myself that there was nothing to be scared of other than my overactive imagination. It was starting to get dark, and I wanted to be home before the night. Filled with confidence now that my anxieties were behind me, there was one last thing I needed to do. When we had left that house, we did so in a hurry. As a child, it was disorientating. even frightening to leave everything I knew behind. But there was one thing left which I always wondered about. At the bottom of the garden stood a sycamore tree, which looked to be even older than the house. I was amazed at how unchanged it was. I'd grown up, gone to pastures anew. New pastures, I think he was about to say. But the old sycamore still stood wise, warm, almost friendly in its appearance. I think it's a rite of passage for any child to have a place to hide things. It's often their first experience with independence, something removed from any authority figure. For me, my stash was halfway up the old sycamore. I'm sure I must have looked like a fool, but I happily and gleefully climbed the tree with abandon. The configuration of the branches had changed in places, but overall the happy memories of playing amongst the limbs of the old sycamore, of having a little piece of the world to myself away from everyone else, seemed vivid, as it was unremarkable how much remained unchanged. Halfway up, I caught my breath and smiled to myself. In the central trunk of the tree lay a hollow. Whether it had been created by an animal or perhaps the tug of a gale on a weakened branch long ago, I do not know, but it was where I kept things. If I found something which I was sure would be taken from me for being inappropriate into the hollow, it would go. The truth is, though, that the majority of the items inside were not very interesting, mostly just toys and rarely exotic pieces of contraband like a slingshot or some smoke bombs. I had no reason to hide the toys, but when I was young, it felt adventurous to have a secret. The hollow was dark and filled halfway with rotting leaves, no doubt deposited there from countless autumns. Nevertheless, I reached deep inside to see what remained. I couldn't believe it! I'd found a toy that I'd hidden there before we moved, all those years ago. I could feel the plastic in my hand, its sharp edges unmistakable, and the leaves and darkness of the hollow obscured its view from me as I struggled to remove it from the thick, wet mixture of rotting leaves and rainwater. It seemed to be caught amongst a collection of small twigs. The reason I was so excited was that I knew when we moved that I had left one of my favorite toys behind, a small plastic First World War British soldier. I'm gonna guess right now that there's also that crucifix in it. That crucifix that he had under the bed. I'm gonna guess he also had that. That it's in there somehow. It may not sound like much, but I had grown up on my family stories of my grandfather's adventures during both wars, and while he had passed away before I was born, I would often act out exaggerated versions of the stories with this small soldier in the role of my hero, my intrepid grandfather. At the time, I thought a hollow the perfect hiding place for a soldier. My delight, however, quickly turned to horror. I felt sick to my stomach as I pulled the soldier out. I realized it was not my toy, but something else entirely, stuffed into the back of the hollow amongst the sludge, and now in my hand was the skeletal remains of a small animal. The bones crunched together in my grip as the few small flakes of hair and flesh left on it putrefied between my fingers. I almost lost my balance as the rotten and potent smell of death escaped through the moist grasp, invading my senses. Ugh! Gross! Gross, 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 gross. I climbed back down, carefully dejected. There was nothing else in the hollow. My toy was gone. Probably taken by another child during the subsequent years. What remained of the poor animal I buried under some loose earth in the garden. I left that place immediately. Despite my unfortunate encounter in the hollow, I had still left empowered, that I had actually plucked up the courage to visit that place to see how ordinary it really was, made me feel in control once more of my faculties. I did not at the time require anything other than a conventional explanation. I said goodbye to the old neighborhood, to that bad memory once and for all, and began to make my way home. By the time I had driven onto the motorway, something had begun to filter through from the back of my subconscious. At first, I disregarded it, dismissing it as my imagination, but as the sun shone its last and dipped below the horizon, I sensed the growing of a compulsion in me. Oh boy. Hello, DJ. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're almost finished. We're almost done with this story. We're reading a creepypasta. Welcome in, mate. I hope you enjoy. An idea which seemed to have been born and nurtured for no good reason. No rationale. No sound causal footing? I don't know what that word is. Causal. You guys see that? But one which had to be followed at all cost. I must get home. I increased my speed, zipping sporadically between the slower cars on the motorway, looking in the rearview mirror, keeping an eye on what might be following. I had to get home. Again, I drove faster, constantly looking behind me as if racing some unseen pursuer. 70, 80, 100 miles per hour. I tore along the road. I beeped, I yelled, the sweat lashed off of me. What was happening to me? Please, just let me go home. White-knuckled, I finally made it off the motorway and onto the country roads which led directly to my town. The roads were narrow and wound around the now bleak, ominous countryside. Darkness seemed to blanket the road in front of me. I turned my full beam on and breathed a sigh of relief to see the bright light again, even if artificial. The manic anxiety which had seemed to grip me on the motorway appeared to have diminished. However, I still glared into the rear view mirror more often than I should have, just to make sure that there was nothing following me. What a ridiculous thought. To think something chasing my car, to put myself and others in danger by speeding down a busy motorway. Madness. Still, madness or not, I'd felt compelled to get away as quickly as possible, and even though I'd managed to collect my nerves, the loneliness of the road I was on fueled my yearning for my own town, my own street, my own bed. Nervously, I traversed the web-like winding roads which seared through the countryside, feeling relieved at the first sign of a lamppost, of civilization, and of the boundaries of my town. I pulled up outside of my house, switching the engine off, and sat for a moment in silence. I had to stop all this nonsense, things coming out of walls, watches smothering me at night, looking into someone else's window like a prowler. All of this was lunacy. Tomorrow, I would start afresh. No more writing about my childhood experiences, no more reliving of dread-filled nights, just getting back to normal, carrying out my work, spending time with my girlfriend, and most of all, reaffirming my belief, faith, and confidence in science and rationality. Then, the thing in my back seat leant over, grabbed me by the shoulder, and breathed a foul, rancid breath from deep inside its lungs down the back of my neck. I scrambled for the door, my arms flailing around me, looking for the lock. Fear possessed me, shook me. A fear I remembered all too well, a fear from all those years ago, lying awake at night in that sickening room. The inside of my car had grown much colder, but that was nothing compared to the icy fingers burrowing into my shoulder. I honestly thought I was going to die, that this thing would finally get its way after all this time. The door handle popped in my panic grip, and I fell out of the driver's seat onto the pavement. For the briefest of moments, I thought I caught a glimpse of something in the back seat. Vague. The form of an old man, yet twisted and distorted, grinning from ear to ear. Luckily, there was no one around, as had there been, I would have appeared a mad fool, for the car was empty. I grabbed the keys from the ignition and booted the door shut with my foot, locking it for the night. I staggered down the path and into my house. I'm not going to lie to you, but I drank myself to sleep last night. You may recall that I said I had evidence, actual physical evidence of something unnatural. You might be wondering what that evidence is. Well, I could say that it was the marks on my shoulder that made me shudder with fear, or I could tell you that my bedroom window, lying prized open this morning, by what looks like claw marks, has left me dreading tonight, or any other. But no, none of that scared me as much as what I saw today upon waking. Sometimes, the most frightening of messages are the most simple. for lying on my chest as I awoke this morning was a toy soldier. The soldier I had hidden in that hollow all those years ago returned to me as an adult, bitten in half. Part 4. Something wicked this way comes. Oh boy. Oh man, this is crazy. It's now 12:30. Holy cow. You know what? I was actually planning to finish this up like 30 minutes ago. Should I keep going, guys? I don't know if you guys are enjoying it or not, but god damn, this is definitely something else. Let me know though, let me know. Last night was the most heart-wrenching and frightening of my life. So much so that I can barely bring myself to contemplate it. I mean, we're definitely here. Okay, alright, cool. I'm already late anyway, so I'm right, fuck it, whatever. I want to know the end of this. I got to know the end of this now. I have to know. But now, I will have submitted what occurred during my visit to that cursed place I once called home. A visit which heralded the return of my childhood fears. No matter what foul thing befell me then, nothing could have prepared me for last night. You liking it, DJ? Okay, good. Whew. After waking up to the chilling sight of that toy soldier bitten in half, I found that the window to my bedroom was slightly ajar. On closer inspection, it looked entirely as if the window had been prized open from outside. The latches were bent back, out of position, as if subjected to an unrestricted, unbound brute force. From the outside looking in, I could see 3 indentations where the unwelcome housebreaker had used some kind of tool to leverage the window unnaturally away from its latch. What was peculiar about those markings was that they seemed to cut across the outside of the window frame like an old, uneven razor, unlike a crowbar or other implement which would have merely left a dent where it had been used as a wedge to force the window open. Nothing had been stolen, and I attempted to rationalize the markings on the window as human-made and not claw-like as they appeared to be. The toy soldier returned to me so violently I could not explain. My heart sank at the very thought of it. I knew it was a message, but it seemed to me to be more of a twisted joke, announcing the arrival of my childhood predator, rather than something to be puzzled over or interpreted. I spent the morning checking each room of my house and its contents. Nothing was missing. I could only hope that whatever that fiend had been in the back seat of my car the previous night, that it had only wished to frighten me one last time, and then be on its way. Perhaps its reach would be weakened so far from my childhood bedroom. It is all too easy for any sane person to persuade themselves that a traumatic event is something more benign, but in this instance, I could not. That broken toy was not a mere joke, but a promise. A promise that it would return, and for what I did not wish to know. My thoughts naturally tumbled inwards and back to those terrifying nights I had as a child. I was now reintroduced to the apprehension of bedtime, the longer for the day and the anxiety of night. Like an old and relentless enemy, my fear grew throughout the day, festering inside of me, leading to strange and ominous thoughts about the consequences of unwittingly bringing that thing home. Do not misunderstand me. My fear was not simply for my own safety. As a child, I believed that my nightly visitor was transfixed and consumed by wanting me. But I do not feel that my loved ones were in any danger. This, however, had changed. I did worry. This time, I did feel nothing but fear for my loved ones, because you see, I do not live alone. My girlfriend and I moved in together over 2 years ago. I have caused enough damage now that I do not wish to speak her name and will simply refer to her as Mary. Mary and I had a happy existence, and in fact, we were very much in love. This coming Christmas morning, I was going to propose to her, but that beautiful moment has now been bitterly taken away from me by that rancid abomination. I knew that Mary would be home that evening. She works in events and promotion, and as a result is often away from home for days at a time, traveling around the country, coordinating various conferences and exhibitions. I do not complain about this, as she and I both know that I am a solitary character and that the odd few days of solitude normally do me good, allowing me to dive headlong into my writing, absorbing each and every word undisturbed. Despite this, I always miss her, and with the events of the past week, reliving those torturous nights and then allowing them to return, I'd missed her far more acutely than I had ever previously done so. She arrived at around 6 p.m, and I greeted her with a smile, a warm embrace, and a passionate kiss. I tried to hide my perturbed state of mind from her, but Mary knows me better than anyone I've ever met, and immediately inquired, "What's wrong?" I tripped and fumbled through my words as I explained to her that I had written a story about my childhood and that exploring those dark and twisted memories had left me distraught. Mary has an incredibly caring nature, and she immediately laid her suitcase and bags on the floor, sat me down on our couch, and with a soft and gentle way asked me to talk about the whole ordeal. But I couldn't. I couldn't mention this thing, this wretch which had now found its way to our home, an invisible and twisting invader which had been led there by my idiotic curiosity. At the time, I felt that she would think me mad, but now, how I wish I had told her the truth. Yeah, you should always fucking tell. Like, he didn't say so to his parents when he was a kid, did he? If there is one thing more damaging to a relationship than a lie, it's a half-truth. Not because it is deceitful, but because it is a corruption of the truth, a perverted and abused to suit the teller's needs. I told her my half-truth. I told her about my story, that the thing in the narrow room and the watcher at the end of my bed. And that is where the truth ended and the lie began. I deliberately and deceitfully mentioned that it was a course of my imagination as a child, and neglected to talk of my experiences of returning to the scene of those depraved crimes. Knowing that she would see the damaged window latch and claw marks, I spun my web as I told a grand tale about waking up to a burglar attempting to break into our house and having to chase them away. I was quite the hero. I lied to her, and she showed me great sympathy and kindness for my deception. I was embarrassed by the truth then, and I am ashamed of my lie now. If I had been truthful, then perhaps we could have faced this menace together, but instead, that thing took advantage of my dishonesty and put a wedge between us. The events of last night desecrated the most important thing in the world to me. Nighttime arrived in all of its bleakness and was unwelcome. I lay in the darkness waiting. Mary was sound asleep next to me, each breath a soothing reminder of companionship. But despite my growing aversion to loneliness, I would have no sleep that night. I knew from experience that when my uninvited guest would show itself, I would do so with subtlety, increasing its grip on me with each visitation, as if requiring time to build up its strength. A leech feeding on my fears for succor. My nerves kept me on edge, which fought back the oncoming onslaught of sleep admirably. In the end, though, biology won, and as my bedside clock lumbered towards 4 a.m, sleep took me. The relaxing blanket of nightly oblivion, anxiety washed away, my worries of distant memory sinking deeper into the soft mattress below, and finally into the long sought for rest. Sleep, no matter how deep, is rarely all-encompassing, for as I hovered over the cusp of a dream, something began to bother me. Something invasive, yet distant. I slowly opened my eyes and allowed them to adjust to the darkness. Mary lay soundly asleep, and I calmed myself by listening to her breathing in the night. Inhale was followed by exhale. Again and again, rhythmically, hypnotically, I began to drift towards sleep once more. But no, there it was. Something else, distinct, yet undefinable. It was distant, out of the way, almost obscured or smothered, as if coming from behind something. I strained my ears in an attempt to define it, but it was all too quiet. I remained in the bed for several more minutes, but with each passing second, that almost inaudible sound grated on me like broken glass on a raw nerve. Sleep was now abandoned, and with much frustration, I decided to reluctantly investigate the source of the noise. I sat up in the bed and listened intently. It was unlike any other sound I had ever heard. Quiet, low. But as my mind adjusted to the noise, I slowly began to piece its nature together. It was most certainly obscured by something, but the closest I could relate it to was a repetitive murmur. I heard something similar previously when I was child visiting my grandmother in a nursing home. A place which had left an impression on me. Seeing the wandering residents confused and a fractured mind, meandering around the grounds like lost inmates, murmuring repetitively to themselves of days gone past, repeating nonsensical phrases and words. This is what it reminded me of. A continuous stream of indecipherable words uttered by someone in the throes of confusion. I turned to check on Mary, watching her chest rise and fall with each breath. Assured that she was undisturbed, I left the bed. As I stood up, I recognized immediately that the murmuring was louder. While dark, I had left the lights on in the halls, as I always do, which crept under the door and allowed me to view the room in a dim but visible way. I turned around to see if anything was out of place, but the room appeared as expected. My mind ambled back to that night as a child in the second room, when noises could be heard from some unseen yet ever-present menace. I took a step forward, and as I did so, the noise once again grew in volume. While I was still at a loss in deciphering the words, I could now hear the character of the voice. It was old, scratched by age with a harsh, guttural undertone to it. The words were being repeated at a frantic pace and seemed anxious, yet muffled by some unknown barrier. I was frightened, but I drew strength from Mary being in the room, and with a deep breath filled with trepidation, I took another slow and silent step forward on my bare feet, cushioned by the cold floor below. Again, the voice became louder. I wasn't sure if I was imagining it, but I could have sworn that it had become more agitated as I drew closer. The next step I took shook me to my very core, for as that murmuring, garbled voice grew louder still, amongst the rambling, gravelled sound of it, I heard a word which shot an icy shudder through my bones, a word to be feared. It spoke my name. Dear God, it knew my name. To me, it was as if knowing who I was somehow endowed that thing with an unlimited reach, that I may never be rid of it, that it could kill me at any moment. Suddenly, something suddenly caught my eye. A movement accompanied by a ruffle of cloth. I knew now where that rhythmic, agitated voice originated. I knew now why it was muffled and difficult to decipher. I could now see it, only a few feet in front of me, standing behind the closed curtains. The moon was in its ascendancy outside, and while its glimmer could not entirely penetrate the thick cloth, I could barely and faintly outline the thing watching between my windows and the curtains. I cannot convey the strangeness which then overcame me. My anxiety and terror had heightened, but an unusual compulsion and untimely sense of purpose took me over. I had to see what it was. I took another tentative step forward towards the curtains. They swayed slightly, as if caught by a breeze, but I could not tell whether the movement had been caused by myself or the hand that thing hiding behind the shroud of cloth. I was now close enough to hear its labored breathing, the displacement of fluid at the back of its throat, palpable with each inhalation. This was it. I was going to confront this monstrosity from my past, this tormentor of children, this coward. Raising my right hand slowly, I accidentally touched the fabric of the curtain, causing the subtle ripple which parted them momentarily. I gasped, for through that temporary slit, only for a moment, I saw it. My God, how can I describe what was standing there? Even now, I close my eyes and wish that I could erase it from my memory. It shivered and shook as it continued to murmur, repeating some indecipherable phrase, sounding like a bizarre mixture of numerous languages. Its emaciated skin stretched over an unnatural frame of brittle and prominent bones, vertebrae, ribs, and other inner workings almost protruding through its paper-thin, pale, languidly pink, and almost bruised-looking husk. As malnourished as it appeared, the stomach was distended in places, and its bony appearances did nothing to diminish the feeling that it was capable of exerting itself with brute, perverted force on any of its victims. Sickness swelled in my stomach. A tainted, offensive smell filled the air, and as it murmured and whispered in the darkness through what sounded like broken, fractured teeth, I could not help but feel pity for this wretch, quivering in the night as a victim of a long starvation. Oh boy. Let me get that music all the way up again. I quickly came to my senses and realized that this thing was not to be pitied, but feared. Not to be understood, but exposed. It was not shivering because it was cold. It was shaking with excitement, like a drug addict anticipating the next dose. Standing there, contemplating what I had just seen between the curtains, I once again prepared myself to remove its shrouded cloth protection and to reveal it for what it was: a cold-hearted vandal, a prowler of the worst kind, a deviant festering in its own delectation. As I once raised my hand to draw the curtain, something caught my attention. Its incessantly confused, gravelly, and inarticulate whispers squeezed through that broken mouth and uttered the three most terrifying words I've ever heard. "Look behind you." A cold breath slid down the back of my neck. Momentarily, I froze. But love is a powerful motivator. Had I been on my own, fear would have taken me, shaking any possibility of resistance from my mind. But with Mary sleeping soundly in the same room as that thing, shielding someone I loved from that wretch was my only thought. I turned around slowly, and as I did so, I could hear it wheezing, gasping, groaning for air. At a quarter turn, I could smell its breath. The stench of death hung in the air, plague-like and foul. Then I heard another voice. It was not that horror in the darkness, but Mary. She let out a scream which startled and distressed me to my very core, a scream which will haunt me for the rest of my days. I turned quickly and laid eyes on it, but it wasn't behind me. It was on the bed. It writhed and rasped, wheezing in delight, its bony spine curved with anguish and countless years protruding through a ragged, torn piece of cloth which hung loosely over its torso in a vain attempt to appear almost human. But was it human? Had it once been human? Or was it something so vile, so despicable, so utterly and sorrowfully contemptible that no man or woman could ever attempt to quantify or understand it? I sprung forward towards it, grabbing, hitting, pulling at that thing with every ounce of my strength, its loose skin slipping through my hands. It squeezed and forced Mary's face into her pillow with glee, and its other limbs arched and contorted, tearing at her nightdress, running its long, starved fingers over her naked body with a sordid caress. Mary's screams were muffled by the pillows as I began to fear that she was being suffocated. I shouted, I yelled, I pleaded with that thing to leave her alone, to take me, to do anything it wanted, but that only served to animate the fiend to even greater depths of depravity. It was hurting her, cutting her. My beautiful Mary. Suddenly, it stopped attacking her, but it still kept one of its brittle, gangly, and gaunt yet weighted hands on the back of Mary's head, pushing her face further into a pillow. I had my hands around its putrid neck, trying as best as I could to strangle the beast, but my efforts were in vain. Its scrawny frame belied its overpowering strength. I watched in sickly belief as it began to run its cadaverous fingers through Mary's hair, slowly and almost with affection. I could now hear... That's wrong. It's Hear. I could now hear the twisting and cracking of bone, the popping of cartilage, the snapping of tendons. Thank God it was not coming from Mary. I was now on its back, with my arm wrapped around its throat and my chin rubbing against the abrasive skin of its shoulder. As its spine dug sharply into my stomach, it twisted its head in an entirely inhuman way. Its neck clicked and groaned under the strain with every arthritic movement, as if hindered by 1,000 years of rigor mortis. It was now looking at me. I have heard it often said of some people that they cannot see the forest for the trees, but now I truly appreciate that sentiment. So close was I to its black, icy stare that I could not take in its surrounding features. I increased my grip. I swore, I screamed, I would have torn its throat out if I could have, but it was all in vain as it continued to run its scrawny fingers through Mary's hair nonchalantly while looking at me. I don't think I will ever truly recover from the sound which seeped out through which I assumed to be its approximation of a grin. A wheezing sigh, a grunt, something which sounded very close to a sinister, otherworldly laugh. As its face touched mine, its eyes stared deep into me. Not even my reflection was returned. 2 looking glasses into a sanctuary for the dark devoid of light, happiness, and love. It was staring as if it had wished to say something, as if it was trying to communicate a simple idea to me. Malice. With a wrenching, stuttered, and violent movement, it tore an entire fistful of hair from Mary's head, leaving behind it an open wound. Then it was gone. Mary did not scream, she merely whimpered. I turned the bedside lamp on, but no words of care or sympathy could console her. She wept uncontrollably. The bed was soaked in blood, which had seeped out from the numerous scratches of her back, and the large cut where an entire section of her hair had once been. I hugged her, told her that everything would be all right. Then she looked at me. Looking at the tear-filled eyes, I knew what she had thought immediately. She thought I had attacked her, that I had done those terrible things to her. Of all the experiences I have had, the look of betrayal, disgust, and contempt on Mary's face will remain the most painful. She's gone. After composing herself, she gathered up some things and left. I tried to explain. I tried to tell her everything that had been happening, but she would not listen. Who would believe such a preposterous story? She simply said that she would not call the police, but if I ever attempted to contact her, she would do just that. To her, I was the aggressor, not that thing. As she left, she turned to look at me one last time, and then burst into tears. I know now that I have lost her forever. The woman I love more than anything on this earth thinks I'm a violent, hideous human being. If only she could understand that whatever did this, that it was not human, and if it ever was, it had long since abandoned that nature. It was 5 a.m. when Mary left me. It's 9 a.m. now. I'm sitting here in the cold of light at my kitchen table, writing this so that there is some record of what has transpired, so that people know, so that Mary knows, that whatever happens and whatever occurs from here on in, that it was that despicable creature from my childhood, from that cursed narrow room all those years ago, which rained this misery down upon me, upon us. I must now dispense with the sentiment. I could easily sit here mourning the loss of my relationship with Mary, or I could allow myself to be overcome with fear, to do nothing, but that simply will not do. I can hear the laughter of my neighbor's children outside. At the different stages in my life, I remember that same feeling of joy and happiness from something as simple as playing with friends or climbing a tree or kissing the woman you love, or even drifting off to sleep at bedtime to dream of what could be in the safety of a happy home, of a happy family home. Memories, only memories. I fear I will never experience that happiness again. This thing has broken me, but I'm resolute. Whatever that hideous wretch has in store, whatever it desires to do with me, I will not allow that thing to harm another person or to invade another child's life as it did mine all those years. I must leave you all now, as there is much to be done before it gets dark, before it returns. My plans are made. With any luck, they will succeed. I wish I could say we will speak again, but I think that is unlikely. I hope you understand what must be done, because tonight, I'm going to kill it. Oh boy, part 5. Holy oh god, how many parts are there? Goodness gracious me, I feel like we're nearly done. Maybe this is the last part. Perhaps it's the last part. If there's a part 6 though, holy shit, I don't know. Okay, I think that's the end of it, part 5. Okay, I gotta finish it then. I gotta finish it. Oh my god, I didn't realize it was going to be this fucking long. It did say that it was a 1 hour read though, but whoo boy. Alright, let's keep going then. Part 5. Sleep tight. Let me have a swig of water before we continue, guys. Part 5. Sleep tight. I am shaking as I write this. I was released by the police less than 2 hours ago, and I am compelled to record the events of the past day and night as quickly and as accurately as possible. In some ways, I want to forget, but I know that I cannot. I know that I should not. For my own sanity, I must divulge what has happened. It is far too important. Should I ever allow myself to be swayed by the mechanical, rational nature of the world once again? These words should serve to remind me that what is unseen is both mysterious and frightening. After Mary left, I knew that I had lost her forever, but rather than be consumed by depression and inaction, I was invigorated by one purpose, by one thought, by one idea that I knew I had to carry out. I had to destroy that thing, for I could not allow the chance that it may one day hurt my loved ones or desecrate the innocence of another child. I also knew that I faced death, but feeling that I had already lost everything, that was a small price to pay. It is said that revenge is a dish best served cold, but having waited my entire adult life to be rid of this thing, its memory and the shadow that it had cast upon me, I met the proposition of killing this fiend, this corrupt, perverted force, with a smile on my face. So right now there's like there are 2 ghosts, right? There's 2. That night would be dead. That night it would be dead, even if I have to drag it to hell with me. Busying myself for the next few hours, I packed a bag and wrote a letter to Mary and my family explaining what had happened and that they weren't to blame. I phoned my mother and father, then my brother, just to hear the voices one last time, but I did not let on that. I thought I may never speak to them again. My mother's intuition led her to ask if everything was alright. I smiled and told her I loved her before reluctantly saying goodbye. At about 7 o'clock, I made my way out to the car. The sun had already set and the street seemed eerily quiet, as if the scene of an unattended funeral. I sat at the driver's seat, leaving the door on the other side open, awaiting my most unwelcome passenger. By 9 o'clock, nothing out of the ordinary had occurred. The place remained deserted, and the cold night air flowing through the open door was beginning to bite. As I sat there, contemplation echoed through my mind. I ruminated on the nature of this cadaverous parasite. One question rose out of the sea of thoughts, towering above all else, unmoving and continuous. Can you kill something which is already dead? That sounds like a World of Warcraft South Park episode quote. Can you kill something which is already dead? How do you kill something which is already dead? I did not know if this was a thing of the grave, or some unworldly spectre which could be considered alive in some way, but just as I was re-evaluating my plan, there it was. It was subtle at first, but there was a small, almost indistinguishable shift in the suspension of the car. Had it been any other circumstance, I would have put this down as a gust of wind pushing and pulling at the chassis. But I was all too familiar with that feeling from all those years ago, as the bunk bed would shift slightly with that thing climbing into the bottom bed. I knew its foul calling card. The air grew denser, as if contaminated by some nearby corpse. It was in the car with me. Unseen, yes, but there nonetheless. Can you look at the back view mirror? As I heard the slightest of whispered breaths from the back seat, I leant over and calmly closed the passenger door. I turned the key in the ignition, and as I pulled out of the street, I could have sworn I heard a quiet yet distinctly malicious snigger, as of something mocking me. Did it know what I had planned for it? Our destination was not far, but the roaming hills through which our taken country road penetrated rose up and diminished with regularity, a stark reminder of the ominous isolation of night. Occasionally, on the way, I could hear something from behind, but I refused to look for that thing in the dark. Patience. It would not be long before I would confront it. The irony hit me. I was worried about scaring off the same thing which had terrified and tortured me as a child. I had to be resilient, and so drove carefully and calmly through the countryside, swamped by darkness, hoping that my unearthly passenger would not suspect me. I arrived. The wheels of the car struggled and slid on the undergrowth as I headed off the narrow country road. Are we going home? The landscape had opened up, and as I looked at the broken, rotting trees around me, I felt that it was fitting to come to this bleak place in the cold night, to destroy the bleakest of things. The land suddenly came to an abrupt end. A cliff edged out from an old quarry, looking deep into the black waters of the lake below. The cliff edge was relatively flat and had in fact at one time housed a road, which had subsided into the lake decades earlier. The local kids would tell stories about the vengeful ghosts of those killed during the subsidence? Sorry, couldn't get that word right. But they were just stories. Or perhaps they weren't. In the past, I would have disregarded such tales, but who would believe mine if I told it to them now? I switched the engine off and parked several meters away from the cliff edge, switching off any lights and composing myself of what would come. I sat in that car for what seemed a lifetime, the only company given to me by the occasional splash of water against the cliff below. I waited. This thing was smart. Of that, there was no doubt. It had toyed with me, relishing the pain and torment it had caused as only something of a coldly frozen intellect could. For this reason, I knew it would suspect me, and perhaps even flee if I brought the car too close to the cliff's edge. I had to wait for it to attack, let it feed, let it revel and gorge itself on me. Perhaps then it would notice as I slowly plunged the car into that dark, icy water below. I was going to drown the bastard. Really? That's your plan? I had appraised the potent consequence in my head and reasoned that there would be a singular moment where I would have a slim opportunity to escape from the car just before it reached the edge. Mary and I used to go there occasionally, a place to be together away from everything else, and it did not look nearly as stark during the summer's day. I, therefore, had the place in mind and knew it well. The drop was at least 30 feet to the depths below. I did not want to be in that car as it hit the water, nor trapped inside with that abomination. I waited. Then I heard it, slowly at first, and then increasing in rate and volume, a rasping, wheezing breath from behind. Strangely, it sounded more laboured than before. Each breath struggled, filled with fluid, rotten and decayed. A shiver ran up my spine. A rank, foul smell began to fill the air. The breath drew closer from behind. My heart began to race, beating hard and fast as I looked up and saw the windscreen began to ice up from inside. I could see my breath, a natural thing indeed, but What was unnatural was the breath visibly moving across my face from the side. I turned slowly. I wanted to cry. I wanted to leave, run into the night, but I had to stay. I could not allow it to escape. It was sitting in the passenger seat. I was staring at it, and it at me. Hunched over, covered by darkness, contorted, gaunt, hands seized, as if fighting rigor mortis. It slowly moved towards me, one bony leg cracked and groaned as it slid over my lap and onto the other side. Oh God, it was sitting on me! It pulled itself in close to me, and through a shard of light provided by the moon, I saw its face. Skin hung from its jagged features. Glassy eyes stared deep into me as its grin spread up through its face, unnaturally wide as the result of its half-rotten flesh, exposing the rotten muscles, broken teeth, and sinews of its rancid smile beneath. Pulling closer, it opened its mouth, revealing a wet and putrid tongue, which could be seen through part of its missing jaw. Wheezing, breathing heavily, a foul stench which stung my eyes and filled my mouth elicited a response from me as I retched, my body attempting to expel its poisonous fumes. And as I did so, it stopped for a moment and then cackled to itself, happy, content. Staring into its icy cold eyes, it yet gave the impression of an afflicted and increasingly weak old man. It was incredibly strong, but it seemed as though it had lost some of its potency. Perhaps leaving that elongated room had somehow affected it. Its long protruding fingers caressed my face, and then, as a show of intent, it stuck one of them deep into my shoulder. I screamed as it bent and twisted inside of me, the rotting fiend moving its finger and causing the maximum amount of damage and pain that it could. As it did, so its other's hand. As it did, so its other hand slid down against my body. What? That doesn't make sense. As it did so, its other hand slid down against my other body. Okay, got it. It touched me. Ooh. It was time. With my free arm, I turned the ignition, and through my shoulder was still pinned to the seat. I managed to fight through the pain, put the car into gear, and took off as fast as I could. The creature flailed and screamed, its attempt to climb over me into the back seat, but I held on to with all of my strength the thoughts of what it did to Mary, enough to fuel my rage. We raced towards the edge of the cliff, and I eyed the driver's door frantically as we neared our icy plunge. I screamed in anger at its festering, rancid face and pushed it off of me. It scrambled into the back seat for dear life as I scrambled for mine by unlocking the car door. It was too late. The car careened over the cliff face, and before I knew it, we hit the dark water, splitting the black glass-like surface with tremendous force. I should have died then, but an airbag took the brunt of my impact, although I still managed to scrape my head across the doorframe. Dazed, I looked around. The sound that I heard coming from that thing was malformed, yet familiar. The squeal of some demonic child soon gave way to the anguish and rage of an ancient intelligence, which knew that it faced almost certain death. The water was frozen and poured in through the now twisted open car door with such force that it winded me. I gasped for air as my unwilling prey now did. I writhed and twisted as it looked for an exit. Spying the open door, I pulled myself through the water towards me. I curled up my fist and smashed into that thing's face. Pieces of rotten flesh flaked off under the impact as a dark black liquid oozed from the resulting wound. Again, it attempted to get past me, and I knew that I had to keep it in the car long enough to drown, that I would have to die with it. I felt numb as the frozen water slipped over my chin. My heart struggled against the cold with a sudden urge. I was submerged, and I had breathed my last. I had held my breath, but only to compose and ready myself for an icy, suffocating breath. I hoped that it would not be painful. my thoughts returned to Mary and my family. A all-consuming sense of sadness and despair overwhelmed me. But as I struggled with that thing trying to get past me and through the door, grabbing and flailing with his arms, I looked down and saw it. Its leg was trapped between the dashboard and floor of the car by the impact of the fall, and although it could move, it could not leave. I turned immediately for the door. I could barely see but a foot in front of me in that black water, but there was enough moonlight to light my way. Just as I got to the door, the wretch grabbed hold of me and pulled me back to it. It had given up all hope of escaping, but it wanted to drown me with it. We fought for what felt like an age in that cold, bitter grave as the car slowly sank deeper and deeper into the darkness. I could now feel my body pleading with me to take a breath, to exhale the last gasp of air, and then inhale the frozen water. I am happy to say that I used my wits to get out of such a horrible fate. Orientating my body, I pushed my feet against the dashboard with enough force to at last escape its slippery grasp. I do not remember much else, bar the anguished and hate-filled scream that my tormentor let out as I left it to die at the bottom of that icy lake. I found myself walking through the wilderness, cold, wet, but alive. The wound in my shoulder slowed me down, but I kept the bleeding at bay by applying pressure to it with my other hand. It took me 2 hours to walk home, and I am amazed that I did not collapse from exhaustion or hypothermia. When I saw the familiar sight of the street that I live on, I was filled with a sense of accomplishment, a sense of pride and triumph. I had beaten that thing once and for all. That is until I went inside my house and found a trail of large, wet footprints leading from the front door to my bed. Disbelief took me. Despair, so sharp and so overwhelming that I am unable to convey it with mere words. I was lying on my bed, waiting, a white sheet covering its emaciated body from sight. The human mind is a wonderful thing. Just as you believe your body has reached a level of exhaustion that it cannot recover from, that your emotions are so frayed that you feel you cannot continue, a thought springs as if miraculous from a weary mind. Let it rest for now. I quietly crept through the dark and picked up my wallet, which I had left on a small coffee table in the center of my living room. Leaving the door unlocked, I left to attend to a new plan and returned an hour later. With a moment's preparation, I slipped into the spare room. There, I lay in that unsullied bed, waiting. I was sure that this was the end game, that instead of toying with me, it would come for the kill. How it had escaped that watery grave, I did not know, but I would be damned if it would escape again. I could only hope that it would sense me from the other room. I closed my eyes, pretending to be sound asleep. Time lumbered onwards, and although I fought it, exhaustion finally took me, sending me into a deep slumber. I woke with its hands around my neck. It coughed and sputtered on top of me, a rancid black liquid dripping on my face as it oozed from its facial wounds. I struggled, gasping for air and hoping that I had the strength in me to escape its grasp, but it was too strong, and my hands could not grip it with any sense of conviction, as it seemed to be dripping wet from its plunge in the lake. It may not have seemed rational at the time, but as my vision dimmed and the last light of consciousness extinguished within me, I did as so many animals do in the last moments. I played dead. Lying motionless, holding my breath, it shook me violently by the neck and then released me. I waited for my moment, my last chance to destroy this thing. Its labored breathing relaxed slightly and seemed to stare at me most quizzically. I waited still for a shift of weight which might have let me throw it to the ground. Leaning down close to me, its wide, crumbling sneer puckered, gathering its putrid saliva in its mouth, and in what was left in its cheeks. It then showed utter contempt for the living and the dead. It spat its festering fluid onto my face, the remnants dripping down onto me through the hole in its jaw. I wanted to scream, to do anything to remove such a vile smear off my skin, but I dared not move. The time was not right. Leaning closer, I prodded and scratched at the wound in my shoulder. The pain shearing through my body. With all of my resistance, I remained motionless. Then, it slowly, patiently slid 2 of its long, distended fingers into my mouth. The taste was overwhelming, rancid, rotten, dead. The arthritic clicking of its knuckles shook my resolve as it arched its back in glee. It suddenly pushed its fingers deep down into my throat. I gagged, an instinctive reaction. Instead of being shocked, a garbled laugh emanated through its broken teeth as it thrust its finger deep into my mouth. I felt its cold, hard flesh scraping against the inside of my throat, pleading without words for it to stop. In our darkest moments, we sometimes find our true strength. I rolled to my side, using its weight against it, and finally managed to break free. I fell onto the floor, its long reach grasping at my feet. I kicked and screamed, and at last I was free. It stared at me, only for a moment, rising up on top of the bed, its brittle bones cracking under its own force. It now towered tall and gaunt, ready to pounce. Since I was a child, I'd been a victim. It had terrorized me, taken my innocence, attacked Mary, and broken my life. I will not stand for it anymore. Sometimes the most dangerous prey is the one who can outthink you, the one that lulls you into a false sense of dominance or superiority, the one who has conquered any fear of you with a sense of anger and betrayal. It had fallen into my trap, one conceived by logic, reason, and an understanding of the world through the eyes of a scientific mind. Fire cleanses all. As it groaned, shrieked, cracked, and contorted, readying itself to pounce, in one swift motion, I removed the blanket from the floor, revealing a bucket filled with gasoline, which I had bought in that short time of preparation. I threw it as hard as I could, the liquid splashing all over that horror and the bed. It grinned at me, mocking my very existence, making light of my pain and the agony it had caused. From my pocket, I pulled out a lighter, lit it, and threw it onto that wretched thing. It writhed and screamed in agony, parts of its flesh crumbling away, searing it into nothing in front of my very eyes. I almost felt sorry for it. Let it burn. The fire got out of hand. Thankfully, a neighbor heard the screams and saw the smoke, calling the fire brigade. I remember nothing of how I escaped. I spent several hours in hospital being treated for light smoke inhalation and painful burns to my hands. It still hurts as I type, but as with many superficial wounds, they will heal. Perhaps there will be a few scars, but I can live with that. The police arrested me shortly afterwards, believing me a murderer. They suspect that I killed someone in that fire and find it entirely suspicious that I have a deep wound in my shoulder and scratches over my body. I've been told not to stray far in case they wish to ask me further questions, but they can ask away. I doubt they'll believe my answers. They found no remains nor any evidence that someone else was there, bar a strange outline of a figure etched deep into the bed and wall. It looked as though whatever had been there attempted an escape, but I do not think it accomplished this. A weight has now been lifted from my shoulders, one which I now realize was always there. Since I was a child, in fact, I believe that thing had an effect on me, even from distance. Now that it is gone, I feel whole again. I'm devastated that I've lost Mary and my house, and can be written off as I'll probably be charged with arson after they realize I started the fire, which means I can kiss goodbye to any insurance claim. My hands ache, as does my shoulder, but my spirit does not. I'm writing this from a hotel room. It's small and unassuming, but it will suit my purpose. Tonight, I intend to sleep and dream as I did as a child before that wretch invaded my life. Believing that it was my rationality which saved me, my logical thought which allowed me to destroy such an evil, but I will never escape the conclusion that there is much more to life beyond the veil, out there in the darkness. It is a world I have seen and do not care to revisit, but tonight I will rest, and tomorrow I will build my life again with with the confidence that my unwelcome guest is gone forever. I can feel it. I know it. It will take time for me to adjust, and perhaps my mind will play a trick or two along the way. It is difficult to abandon the paranoia of a lifetime. I must learn to accept my safety once again. I refuse to be looking over my shoulder for the rest of my days, but I'll always be cautious, as I was when I was in the hospital this morning, lying on a bed in a quiet ward. I thought I felt the bed shake for the briefest of moments, but I know that it was just my imagination. I am glad I've written down my experiences. It has illuminated much about myself to me, and most importantly, should anyone ever, God forbid, find themselves in a similar situation, then maybe you will know what to do. Now it is bedtime, and I must rest, for I have never known a weariness such as this. Good night, and sleep tight. Whoo, boy! Oh my god, that was one hell of a read. It is now 1:21. Holy cow, that was bedtime. Goodness gracious me, yeah. Who was it by? Michael Whitehouse, Bings, and
Wow.
God damn. Wow. Indeed. I absolutely loved it. I'm trying to find who wrote this though. Because that was so damn good. Credit. Field written by? I don't know. This story was submitted to Creepypasta by a fellow reader. God damn. I mean, just bravo. Bra-fucking-vo. That was absolutely brilliant. I absolutely loved it, and I hope you guys did too. The next time you'll see me though is next week. That's right, next week we'll be starting off again with a large game. I don't know whether it'll be Kingdom Hearts, Metroid Prime maybe, or even Yakuza, but we will see. But it's going to be a long one next week, and you know what time that's going to be? 10 p.m. to midnight Eastern Australian time, Sundays and Mondays, and then we'll be going through the week. Until then, guys, have a great night, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are, and I'll see you yet again next time next week. See you later, everybody. Bye, cowboy. Take care, everyone. See ya. Sleep tight.